was muted. Hey, everybody, welcome, blah, blah, blah. But we're just waiting for Lundy. I can see him. The coward's in fucking Discord right now. He's fucking hiding from me. So we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait for him. So, just to get a little bit of the backstory here. So, me and Lundy have been having a long-running fucking debate now about Hank Hill from King of the Hill. We've been having a huge debate about his voting record, and he is 100% fucking
Matt.
wrong. Fuck you,
Matt. You can't name the title of your stream. I'm a child murderer.
Yeah, way to go on that one, Matt.
You can't do that, Matt.
What in the fuck?
Lundy? Look, Lundy, I was going to call it child molester, but then I was like, you know what,
No, listen, you don't get points for choosing child murderer over child molester in the title of the YouTube video.
They both start with him.
Listen, there's a difference between us. There's a difference between us fucking around in a conversation, everybody understanding that you're just joking. But like, you can't just say that shit in a fucking title.
Would it make you? Is it gonna make you feel better if I put it like in parentheses? This is a joke. He is not really like asterisk.
Because people understand that all the time. It's never.
Yeah, that's never misconstrued or anything. No, I don't think people are like legitimately gonna believe that I'm a child murderer, but like that's not cool, man.
I mean, people believe me when I said everybody was like you were dead for 9 months.
I mean,
Lundy,
yeah.
Lundy, is this a sign that we should quit doing the podcast because it's making Matt act this way?
No. You know what's making me act this way is I believe 100% I'm right here.
No, hold on. You believe 100% you're right about the Hank Hill thing, not the child murderer thing.
No. Yeah, you need to clarify. I'm with you on one of those things, Matt. You need to clarify. I'm not fucking throwing Lundy under that bus.
Here, I'll fucking change it for you, you baby. How do I edit?
It's not even just you changing it for me. You just can't do that.
You just did that. Why?
I mean, look, Ben Shapiro does it all the time.
Yeah,
it's not a fucking standard.
Congrats, you're in the same camp as Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, guess what, Lundy? You're in the same camp as Nick Mullen on the fucking Hank Hill voting thing. We're in both equally bad camps.
Don't you dare fucking compare Nick Mullen to fucking Ben Shapiro, motherfucker.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You're picking a fucking...
Right. No. Right now, Matt, you are making Goat not agree with you, and that's not where you want to be right now.
Is that going to be the next debate? Who's a worse person, Ben Shapiro or Nick Mullen? Because I'll fucking fight you.
You know, Nick would probably like want that title. He'd just be like, "No, let me be worse than Ben Shapiro."
I mean, Ben Shapiro did leak his sister's nudes, so
yeah,
that makes him worse.
I mean, yeah. There's all the stuff that he does personally. There's the advocation that the fucking Pakistanis and whatnot are just people of darkness who swim in their own sewage.
I got rid of you being a child murderer. Now nobody's like, it's fine.
The worst thing that Nick Mullen's ever done is say that his comedian friend fucked a person with Down syndrome.
Yeah,
I don't know, like lying about your child dying. It's kind of fucked up.
But when it's at the expense of Tom Myers, Matt. When it's at the expense of Tom Myers.
Yeah, nobody cares about Tom Myers. He's
exactly. barely. I'm gonna pay him $50 for a cameo to say thank you to you for that, Matt. I'm gonna tell him you're his biggest fan.
No, don't do that. Like that's gonna hurt him.
No, whoa. Nah, Tom Myers has a fucking like ego the size of a fucking airship. Like he'll
be lifted up because he'll finally be like, "There's one person out there who likes me."
No, he
he'll be like fucking Mo from the episode of The Simpsons where he looks at the news and he's like, "Not today."
Already think that he wouldn't be on Cameo.
There's a legion. He thinks that the CEO of Cameo personally told him to go on and do what? He thinks the CEO of Cameo told him to start a Cameo.
Is this all a practical joke by the Cumboys, by the way?
What do you mean?
Really?
Like him just being on there.
Oh, I have no idea. It might actually be a fan doing it.
if tricking him to get on to Cameo to just fuck with him and just have him do like shit without him knowing like the context of what he's doing is all an elaborate ruse by the Cumboy community, then I have severely misunderestimated the fucking.
Well, you've done that for a while.
Can we have him like feud? Can we have him like feud with Base Tyrone?
I think it's possible.
By the way, speaking of context, nobody here in the audience knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, nobody knows who the fuck Tom Myers is.
Nobody knows what Compound is.
Look, everybody knows who Base Tyrone is. Like he's like
everybody knows.
He's the internet's favorite ex-warlord.
It's not exactly a coveted title, but
look, it's fine. He's on Cameo now. He's paid enough for his fucking crimes.
Oh Jesus!
Like, look,
does that mean Tom Myers being on there means he's paid for the crimes against comedy that he's committed?
If Osama bin Laden started doing like Digibro type anime reviews, because we know he was an anime fan, he had Naruto.
Yeah,
he at least liked that shit.
Osama bin Laden was actually Digibro.
Can you imagine? Well, I mean, they have the same beard. Can you imagine?
And they also had like probably as much of a fucking heart. And I don't know where I'm going with that.
You're going for something.
I really can't wait to do the Digibro episode.
Can you imagine Osama bin Laden like booting up a fucking camera and like trying in like broken English to be like, the reason that
I do not
Naruto is the best anime ever is because he wanted to become the Hokage.
There are 1,000,000 ways to love anime.
What do you think? Do you think Osama bin Laden would have liked?
Also, for some reason, my Middle Eastern accent sounds like somewhat Chinese. It's weird.
Or do you think he'd be like the rape scene? The rape scene in episode 1 is like a little too far. Like, I'm not down with that.
Wait, Goblin Slayer?
Yeah. How do you think Osama bin Laden would feel about Goblin Slayer?
I think he'd be down with it. I think he'd be down with the rape scene. Because
I don't know if it should make me sad or happy that he would hate like My Hero Academia because of all the American iconography in it. Because it's that's a really good show, and I wouldn't even want somebody as bad as
like ironically.
Look, it's so good. Like even like Osama bin Laden, I'd be like, you know what? If he got a little bit of pleasure from My Hero, I'd be like, you know what? That's fine. Like, I
imagine that he probably had like an ironic pleasure he got out of it as a result of like the fact, because he would see it as like, yeah, there's a lot of American iconography here, but there's a lot of like subtle jabs at it too. It's sort of like setting it up to fail. I love that. Like that's probably what he would
all the commies who love fucking My Hero.
Yeah.
Have either of you ever read that one story about I think he was some reporter for, I think New York Times or USA Today, who got captured by the Taliban, and while he was captured, they like forced him to sing Beatles songs for their amusement.
I didn't hear about that now.
I remember that.
I don't remember that.
They like forced him to sing a bunch of Beatles songs and threatened to cut his head off if they didn't.
Sing Hey Jude. I love that one.
Now sing Yellow Submarine. Sing it! We will cut your head off. Can you imagine them recording somebody singing Yellow Submarine right before they cut their head off? That would be the worst fucking last thing to say. We all Yellow Submarine.
No, honestly, the worst thing would be like sing Octopus Garden, and then at the end, like you just get killed, and the last thing you ever did was sing fucking Ringo Starr's fucking song.
They sang his part from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Yeah.
Also, I've come to notice something as we all try to do like Taliban jokes, is that none of us know how to do a Middle Eastern accent to save our lives.
That's why I don't try. I could do one, but it's like super like fucking, you know, Urka Durka fucking really racist shit. And I don't want to do that. I want to be better than that. Like, I always say, it's easier to tear somebody down than to build them up.
It's good
that you, but like Matt, you don't have exactly like high expectations for your abilities to impersonate people. That's never been what you've been known for. Like you're when you do impersonate people, it's literally just you really excited.
It's basically like that fucking one skit from Universal Cable where it's like, oh, I'm a tax attorney, look at me doing taxes.
Yeah, basically. That's like every impression you do outside of your Jordan Peterson impression, which apparently everyone can do. Doing a Jordan Peterson impression is like doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. For some reason, everyone can fucking do it.
Well, there is one divide I have found with the Jordan Peterson impersonations. It's, do you lean more into the Kermit or do you lean more into the Marvin the Martian? Personally, I'm more of a Marvin the Martian.
I will go a little bit more Kermit.
I just go for like more of a high pitch.
There's supposed to be no shadow at the moon. I'm up here. Yeah, also there's that one.
Can we not have this devolve into us just doing nonsensical Jordan Peterson impressions?
Leave your father from the dragon.
that doesn't make me think Jordan Peterson. That makes me think of like Mickey Mouse leading a cult. Like,
I was doing another fucking impression earlier this
the dragon in your life, huh?
I've been laughing my ass off at it for like a few days. It's alt-right Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And it's just like, man, I'm worried about this caravan, man. I don't know, Scoob. These Mexicans coming into the country, man.
Yo, I thought the obvious joke with alt-right Scooby-Doo would be like, zoink all these spooks!
That is the
like they're monsters in the house, Fred. Shaggy, those are the Harlem Globetrotters. Like, I won't believe they're monsters when you could tell me how 14% of the population makes up 50% of the prison population, Fred.
I can't do it.
Like, Daphne signed up for black.com. Shaggy, I don't know if that's really something that's more of a personal choice for her.
Oh, like, no.
Genocide's coming, man. All right,
Lundy, just because Nick Mullen agrees with you, you're fucking, it doesn't make you right. Like,
well, I mean, he made the same argument that I did, and everybody was like, yeah, true. So, like, clearly...
Yeah, that's because, like, he like, people want to suck his dick because he's like...
Oh, even like, Stav?
He's like Jay.
Stav especially wants to suck his dick.
Yeah,
no. Stav doesn't want to suck his dick. Stav wants to
be his cum dumpster.
Well, that's fine. Okay.
Stav is like, let's be honest here. Stav's a fucking whore.
Stav is the
bottom. Any dick.
Stav is the bottom.
Right through his gap tooth.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Only Adam's dick can fit through that.
Yeah.
And that's too busy going into Dasha.
And again, we're talking about things that nobody fucking knows about.
Congratulations.
Okay, so, I was where you came in and was like, oh, I'm not a child molester. I mean, child murderer. Look, everybody, it's cool. Bundy only fictitiously murders children. He doesn't. Like,
it was like a perfect bait, by the way, Matt, because I actually was planning on just like leaving you here, just blue balling the fuck out of you, and then I saw how you fucking labeled you titled it, and I'm like, that's not okay. You can't do that. I gotta go in and yell at him.
You know what? I'll be honest. That's why I labeled it that, because I was like, you know what? This will get Lundy in here.
We were just saying in the Discord. Bait. We were just saying in the Discord, and then all of a sudden he says that. I look at it, and I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on right now?
Matt makes his return to YouTube, and a week later he gets fucking banned.
Yeah.
You sue me for fucking libel.
It becomes the fucking Maddox and Dick Masterson debate. It turns into Lundy sues Matt for $10 million.
Oh, shit.
For some reason, Patreon as well.
But yeah, as I was explaining, me and Lundy have been having this long-running debate now that It's kind of a mutation of who is the best cartoon dad. We got onto Hank Hill's voting record, and I am staunchly in the camp that he did not vote for fucking Hillary Clinton.
No, we're both in the camp that he didn't vote for Hillary
not
Clinton.
Not Hillary, not fucking Donald Trump. He did not vote for Trump.
Okay, so there's a few premises that are necessary for me to be right, and all of them have been agreed upon in the past. Number one, he wouldn't vote for Hillary. We all agree on that. Number two, he doesn't vote for fringe candidates. That was demonstrated in the episode that we were referencing when it came to his voting record in the first place.
You know, it can also be like responsible if you don't agree with any of the candidates in their position. You can not vote. Like
he refuses to not vote. That was another thing that was covered in that very same episode. He considered the notion of not voting and then said no. That's essentially betraying his civic duty.
I was going to say, are we just going to rehash the entire episode?
Yeah, I feel like we have to because, listen, it logically concludes that he definitely voted for Donald Trump. I'm not saying he enjoyed doing it. I'm not saying that he didn't regret it. I'm not saying that he was like, yeah, I'm totally comfortable with this. He didn't want to, but it was his only realistic option.
I didn't say anything about you saying that.
No, he could have voted for fucking stupid Gary Johnson or fucking Evan McMullen.
No, he wouldn't have voted for anyone who wasn't of the main two parties. He already going over the fucking third parties and that he would not vote for them was a part of the exact same fucking episode.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, he got scared because some guy came up to him and he was like, I killed somebody with my car.
Yeah, he got scared because Lewin joined the fucking Communist Party.
Yeah, he got scared by the Communist Party and the Libertarian Party.
Where the fuck was the Libertarian Party in that episode?
The Libertarians were essentially fucking represented by the dude being like, yeah, I killed somebody with my car, and I feel like...
Okay, hold on. I'm now confused. Are you saying that Libertarians are known for vehicular manslaughter?
Well, they don't... Well, okay, number one, they don't believe in driver's licenses. We've established that in the past. So they clearly don't believe that they should be held accountable for driving vehicles and hitting people with them. So this is like
also new evolution of this argument, Lundy. I want to add this one, like, so it's not a complete and total rehash. I bet you fucking Hank Hill would have voted for Beto O'Rourke.
I don't think he would have.
I think he would have.
Based on what?
The shitty job Ted Cruz has done fucking being a senator from Texas.
Just seeing how Ted Cruz got the ever-loving shit kicked out of him for like the past year and a half.
Yeah, also like Ted Cruz is like, you know, the whole thing with like George W. Bush, but he like eventually came around on George W. Bush because, you know, he ended up learning more about him and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's nothing with Ted Cruz where it's like, oh yeah, he might be a weaselly, spineless, just cuck of a human. Like Hank Hill wouldn't use the term cuck.
So I want to clarify for everyone in the audience that we are not shown who Hank votes for at the end of the episode. This was not touched on in the last debate.
No, it wasn't shown, but considering all of the fucking like shit that went on in the episode, it's a reasonable conclusion to say that he voted for George W.
I don't know necessarily because he might have voted for Gore.
I severely doubt that.
I've never seen anything from Hank that would show that he would deny global warming.
Yeah, I bet you Hank is like pro global warming because it's like propane's clean burning, not like that dirty.
Yeah, but he also loves driving big fucking gas guzzling trucks for like almost no reason.
Yeah, but you can fucking like, I bet you Hank Hill, because, you know, they do this in fucking especially in Texas. Like, there are those assholes who do fucking reconvert their trucks and shit that like run on natural gas. Also, I bet you Hank Hill would do that.
I just want to point out also propane, the clean burning fuel. He's literally in support of clean burning eco-friendly fuel.
Yeah, and you know what? He would have fell for fucking Trump being like clean coal. He would have fell for that shit.
How dare you, sir?
Oh, I will fucking say that.
Hank's favorite president was fucking Lyndon B. Johnson.
As I had pointed out to you, Matt, Lyndon B. Johnson was a Democrat in the same time period in which the Democrats were essentially modern-day Republicans.
Yeah, but he's the one who caused the fucking split, because he was like, you know what, we're drawing the line in the sand. We're not going to be fucking just racist. Yeah, we're not going to be segregationists anymore.
Yeah, I know
that shit,
that,
get
but
the fuck out of the party.
At the same time, it doesn't really count. It's sort of like him being like, he probably was also a fan of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
I think that's a reasonable. Well, Abraham Lincoln wasn't really in favor of freeing the slaves. He just did it as a political purpose, for political reasons.
I'm just saying, Lundy, like
to the end of slavery.
There's no evidence really that Hank Hill is like I'm just gonna constantly vote Republican because them's my guys.
I'm not saying that he would always just vote Republican blindly. I'm saying that he definitely wouldn't have voted for Hillary, and also wouldn't vote for fringe candidates. So he would definitely, like, his only option would be Trump, because he wouldn't not vote because he believes it's a civic duty.
I really
want a quick pause on this, because this is another thing I forgot to explain with this. Another big reason this conversation started is like King of the Hill's coming back for I think like another season.
Well, it's been rumored for a while now that
so like you know this is gonna be like topics in fucking King of the Hill, like the next series, like. They're like, because that's how this like all originally came. It's like we were trying to like diagnose like who each person would vote for. Like my contention is like the definitive Donald Trump voter in fucking King of the Hill is Peggy. Like Peggy fits all the fucking T's of a Trump voter.
I don't know where Nick Mullen was coming from when he was saying that Peggy would be a Hillary supporter. Like I don't know where.
I think it's because Peggy likes to see herself as like a feminist icon because she has a job.
That could be it.
Yeah, but I could, I'll say this though. Like, I bet Peggy's like the kind of like Sarah Palin Republican kind of feminist.
Probably, but at the same time, well, maybe, but it's still. Peggy's like really dumb in like a very odd way.
Like that's the big reason why it's like Peggy is like she's pseudo smart. Like she knows a lot of facts and stuff, but she doesn't understand a lot of the shit she actually knows.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is like she's really dumb in a weird way, because I feel like she would have probably voted for Hillary without knowing anything at all about.
I think she would have voted for Trump because she seems like the kind of person who would be influenced by dumb Facebook shit.
Yeah, she kind of is, but like she's also the type of person who sees herself as being someone who goes against the grain.
True, but
like she would see what everybody else is saying and just go, all these simpletons.
By the way, I want to say
I think there's
now because there are two of me in here because it signed me up for some reason.
Oh, double goat. Nobody wants that in their life.
Like Boomhauer, I don't see voting for Trump. We already like
Gary
Dale
Johnson.
doesn't vote. That was established.
I would say Boomhauer would probably vote for Johnson.
Yeah, Boomhauer would probably definitely be a libertarian if we're being completely honest.
No,
Bill,
I'm just saying.
Bill,
I just want to pot there.
Like, Bill probably might have wanted to vote for Trump, but like Bill is so fucking dumb and comical, he probably didn't.
Supreme.
We established
that the last time. Hey, Zen.
Yeah, he would have voted for Vermin Supreme.
No, Bill didn't vote. He wanted to vote, but he forgot which day he was supposed to vote.
You're just saying that because you listened to the Come Town episode like an hour ago, you fucking piece of shit.
Well, no, I actually didn't hear that part. I just listened to the one part where you fucking linked me where fucking Nixon like an angle.
You missed the funny part where they were talking about Cotton fucking picking on Hank because he didn't want Bobby to have gay sex.
Also, Charlie.
Go back and listen to the video,
Charlie.
That's legitimately my thought with Bill. Like the day after the election, Bill's probably like sitting there just like, I know who I'm voting for, and then fucking real quickly, already happened. Bill,
1 second, Lindy. I'm going to address something in the comments. So So Charlie No Face, like the whole like it's as simple as LBJ was from Texas. I kind of like when I originally came up with the argument, I wanted to go with that, but I'm like I really love fucking King of the Hill, so I might be putting it on a pedestal. So I'm like, you know what, Kank is probably a better character than just like. But here's the thing: if it is as simple as like LBJ was from Texas, that's why I like him. Then that goes in my favor because then he would definitively not vote for Trump because Trump is from New York and he fucking hates New York.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to, I think, on my end, the 2 people who have already disliked this. Let's get the dislike bar going, boys.
Woo! No, fuck them. Like,
no, keep it going.
Original title something about Lundy being a child molester.
Yes.
Murder. Okay. I thought it was a child molester.
Yep,
I got Matt to take that down because I'm like, that's not okay to put in a title, Matt.
Look,
I want that dislike part.
I think I should get at least like a quarter of a point for not being like going with my baser, awfuler instincts.
Oh, I might have to mute myself soonish because I'm on. I'm dealing with T-Mobile being a bunch of shitheads because I put money on my account, you know, to have time on my phone so I could actually use it as a goddamn phone wherever the fuck I am. And it changed it to like pay as you go, which is like $3. And I've been trying to change it, and I've been on hold twice. And every time I get a representative, they can't fucking hear me for whatever reason. But like I literally called someone to talk to, and they say they can hear me fine. So it's like it's them. It's on their end. They can't fucking hear me.
Yeah.
And this isn't a problem I can deal with on the internet because it's like it's charged. It's waiting for the next charge, cycle to change my plan. But I want to change it now, and it says if you want to do that, you have to call the fucking number, but they can't fucking hear me because bullshit.
Yeah, fuck T-Mobile. I want to point out real quick also, I want to say I'm really proud of the 3 people who said fuck you to me and liked this video instead of disliking it. Yeah. But also shout outs to the 1 person who listened to me. I appreciate you.
That was me.
Love you, baby.
I went ahead and disliked the video.
Love you, baby.
I don't like again. I think there's enough evidence to support like Hank Hill did not vote for Donald Trump. Oh, he dropped. Now he's back.
This episode's so fucking stupid.
Look, it is, but like, look, I'm fucking right here. I am so right. I will fucking stop all my racial fucking Dragon Ball Z fucking debates.
Matt, can you just?
I'll even fucking. You know what, Lundy? I'll fucking say this in public. If you admit you're fucking wrong on this, I'll fucking concede on the fact that fucking Pluto can't consensually have sex with Goofy.
Matt, can you just retell this Goat Pen Podcast live episode? Because that's what the fuck. That's what the fuck this is.
Pretty much. Oh, Lundy's back.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Or is he?
He's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now he's back.
Yeah. Hey,
Lundy,
did you hear?
No, I didn't.
He said
that I'll fucking concede on the fucking Goofy can't fuck Pluto consensually if you agree that you I'm right on this. Like again, this is how even though I'll be honest, in my heart of hearts, I'm not gonna fucking agree with that. Like I might fucking concede publicly and be like, okay, fuck it, but like in my heart of hearts, it's like I know I'm right. Like Pluto can fuck Goofy.
We're gonna have to give you like heavy doses of medication and shock therapy for the rest of that. But... yeah, and also throw in chemical castration just for the fuck of it.
Maybe you know what? No, I can't go that far thinking about it because I fought really hard on fucking Pluto can consensually have sex.
Yeah, to the point where you were like, "I'd fuck Wilbur."
Yeah, to the point I was like, I would fuck a cartoon pig if a spider told me to. That is how much I want to win this debate.
So Matt, let me go ahead and offer this as maybe a peace treaty offer.
All right.
What if we say that Mr. Satan is at least biracial.
I mean, technically he is, because, you know, I say he's like from like Dragon Ball Sicily, if you know what I mean.
I know.
He's got the hair, but he doesn't. He's got the hair. He doesn't have the skin tone.
Yeah, I'm just saying on our end. We'll
imagine if they did. Imagine if they did live action Dragon Ball Z and they had Anthony Cumia play fucking Mr. Satan.
God damn it, now I'm gonna have to fucking make that.
Fucking Mr. Satan's going off on one of his fucking like psych up rants, and like it's just Anthony Cumia doing like a fucking rant about black people in the city.
Drink up the android Kool-Aid.
After Cell beats the shit out of him, he just comes up to him like he's Alex Jones. He's like, "Actually, I was always a fan of yours."
Who would be the Patrice O'Neill android that would have to simmer him down?
16.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
16
no, 16 died, so it works really well.
Oh shit.
I know Android 16's the guy with the green armor thing.
Yeah,
with the red mohawk.
It's been literal years, probably actually like a decade since I've seen fucking Dragon Ball. So
thank you, Charlie No Face, for getting the bowling for behave reference in the chat. I appreciate that there's somebody else who knows about this stupid shit with Opie and Anthony.
I'm not near as in the shit as you are with that shit.
By the way, I got back. I don't want to lay down all my cards, but I might have gotten in contact with somebody I tried to earlier.
Oh, cool. He stopped ghosting you?
He may have.
Okay.
Oh, I hope it's because he's listened to some of our shit and he's like, you know what? Yeah, I can go on here.
Yeah, I'll feel welcome among these fucking morons.
I had to go back and cut out the part where you said "fuck him."
Warcorps needs to get his dumb fucking ass in here eventually.
That would be fucking fun too.
It would just be hate club basically.
Well, should I reveal the stipulation that we're gonna have if Warcorps comes on?
What
about Zen?
What? I can't have any rave fantasies or murder.
No,
fantasies?
Zen, we're gonna.
Wait, you have rave fantasies about Warcorps?
It was a hypothetical.
I got you.
I have standards. Gotcha. All right.
I hypothetically will rape Warcorps in 2019.
It's the one you never suspect, Lundy. Like, I thought you were the. You're like, it's like the episode of like CSI where there's like the obvious pedophile, but it's like, oh no, he already went to prison. He cut his dick off or something, so he's not the actual pedophile. And then it turns out like Zen, the janitor, is the one who's been molesting the fucking retarded people.
Fuck you.
Pan over and Zen just has a fucking mop and a fucking belt buckle. It says, "Boy, I love."
Speaking of, did you guys hear about that fucking like the lady who's like the vegetable lady who got pregnant because fucking, you know, somebody hired Buck from fucking goddamn Kill Bill.
What?
Yeah, some woman who was in a coma got raped. So it's basically the scene from Kill Bill.
Yeah, you got that because I posted a fucking meme about it, you son of a bitch.
No, like as soon as I heard that, I was like, literally, did they hire fucking Buck? And apparently now the police are like, we're gonna literally DNA test any male and worked here over the last fucking 9 to 10 months.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You know, it could have also been like someone who just like sold their orderly clothes to some like fucker who just decided, who was like, "Hey, if you let me wear your orderly clothes and sneak in and fucking unconscious lady."
That probably, as fucked up as that is, Lundy,
fucking broke out of Canadian jail.
That probably does happen. That probably there is.
I wouldn't doubt that happens.
There are probably people who are like, "Hey, pay me like $100, and I'll let you sneak in and rape the coma people."
I remember seeing a 1,000 Ways to Die episode where that was the punchline, was that it was some orderly was doing that and he had like a foot fetish or something, and then he somehow like hit her knee, and in reaction, she kicked him in the face and killed him.
That show was fucking dumb but awesome.
It wasn't.
The best part of it was fucking Ron Perlman.
It was until he left, and then it turned into like an old man, and it got a lot more creepy. Where he's like, "Up next is a story of a man jerking off a pig and then getting killed by it."
That's how I want to die. By the way,
this is
a conversation I've been having this week, and apparently I'm fucked up for this. I want to die in a really fucked up way.
Okay.
Like, because apparently, like people were like, no, I want to die. Like, I want somebody to carry me up to the top of a mountain, and then like my last breath is looking at a sunset, and it's like, no, I want to be thrown off the mountain by the dude. That'd be great. Or like fucking head first into a wood chipper.
Like the fucking adrenaline that you would get right before you die. Like,
I gotta
fucking awesome.
check something.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll see you in a little bit.
My whole reason in Lundy is like it's a complete circle. I want to go out of this world like how I came in, just screaming and confused.
Matt wants a live sky death or sky burial, where we just have all the fucking vultures come in and eat him.
I don't discuss how I want to die in public because
there's some laws against it.
I don't think there's laws against it. I don't know.
Just type it to me in Discord. I want to know now.
Being thrown into like a pool of like syrup.
I mean,
drowning in syrup, that'd be cool.
Mine's the classic one where it's the what is the big machine called where it's all the big, like it's a big hoopla, the Rube Goldberg or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want that, but at the end of it, I get to say the N-word before I die.
I mean, you could do that now. Like we've done that on the podcast.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to set it up
down in the bottom.
I'm gonna have to set it up and everything. No, I have to set it up just right where I get shot with multiple bullets and it spells it out in blood on a canvas.
Yeah, I'm sort of fighting a fucking robot or just an animal with my bare hands. That'd be cool.
Lundy, that's legal. You fucking idiot.
Just fucking pick a fight with like
isn't that kind of like manslaughter though?
You don't have to deal with it.
It's somebody to throw me off of a mountain.
You could just be somebody who wants to go to prison.
Yeah. I could just find somebody who's just like, yeah, I don't mind getting charged for manslaughter.
Yeah.
Do you think I could get like a doctor to like put that in like a euthanasia thing?
That would be an interesting case. I'll tell you one thing: if you,
I wouldn't have to deal with the fallout. You know, the legal ramifications would be like passed on.
And that's
you'd be cool thrown into a volcano. That'd be fucking awesome.
I want to walk into the middle of Compton dressed in a KKK outfit and get beaten to death.
Yeah, Ragabash gets it. Like in my dying breath, I would just love to be like teleported in some fucking random situation, like right in front of a subway train or something. Just be like, "What? Where am I?"
I love the idea of like Matt being like captured when he's like 50 or so and turned into like a cybernetic fucking being who's still like kind of alive and kind of aware of it, but also doesn't have control over his actions. And he ends up finally dying when he gets defeated by the hero of Robot Wars.
What Matt, would you like it if you got hunted by, like you're in a...
Yes, I said that, and people were like, "That's fucked up." I was like, "No, I would love to be hunted by like a fucking Jeff Bezos on some island. That'd be so
like
awesome."
Some obnoxiously rich person like purchases you, and it's just like, "All right, run."
I would be like, "Thank you."
By the way,
he would be so fucking confused. He'd be like, "Usually people like beg or cry or so. I'm not used to this."
By the way, I want to give another shout out to Compton.
I kind of don't want to hunt you now.
The fact that they introduced me to a movie that's like the most dangerous game, but it's Ice-T as a homeless man being hunted by Gary Busey and the old.
Oh my god! You know what, Mansoor would be so great.
Who would you want to hunt you? Like, if you could choose any one person in the world to hunt you.
Can I go crazy with this? Because Lundy, I want to go beyond this world. Because Monster reminded me of something. Having fucking Elon Musk hunt me down on Mars would be the best fucking death ever.
We could televise that.
Elon Musk would televise that.
Who would win, Elon Musk or me?
Can you just imagine like a giant like dome on Mars that like he's made his own little forest thing? It's just you see like an aerial view of Matt just running with like fucking Musk in a rover.
I'd feel like Ragavash if I won the hunt. I'd feel like fucking Saitama at that point, where it's like, no. This isn't what I wanted.
There is no joy to be found anymore.
Or like fucking Alucard when Anderson turned into the weird tree monster, which is God apparently.
I don't like how accurate it is to call him a weird tree monster. I don't like that.
You know what's even weirder? Like, you know he's supposed to represent Frankenstein?
I can see that.
Who, Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
you
then
know something the Hellsing Ultimate Abridged did better than the than Ultimate, by the way, was really
the entirety of the ending.
Well, not just the entirety of the ending, but also Maxwell's death.
Yeah.
I think it did that way better because, like, in the original Ultimate, it was basically just Anderson being like, "I'm just gonna leave you to die, fuck you." But like in Abridged, it kind of showed why Anderson sort of like lost his good humor. Because the thing is that there's like all those flashbacks of like fucking Maxwell like taking in Anderson.
Oh, yeah, honest, Anderson is
like his right hand. And Anderson looking to Maxwell and going, I am going to protect you and I'm going to make you like the best Catholic ever. And then Maxwell turns into a monster and Anderson's like, you know what? I kind of blame myself on this one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a good boy. Shame you're such a shit man.
And then he finally gets to Alucard and he's like, all right, you know what? At this point, I'm kind of done. So can we just fight?
But yeah, Anderson's like definitively the best character, and there's a reason why they made
in every Hellsing, Anderson.
There's a reason they made a song about him when he finally died.
Yeah, he's objectively the best character in all of Hellsing, like canon.
Fuck Hamilton though.
You're just saying that because because Cumtown was like, I'm sick of fucking Hamilton. I'm sick of people.
That wasn't Cumtown. That was Chapo Trap House.
Was it Chapo?
Yes, it was.
Was one of the Cum Boys on Chapo when they did that?
No.
You know what's funny, Lundy?
I swear to God, I thought it was like fucking. I thought it was like Stav or somebody who said that.
No, that was Matt Christman and Will mostly. They said it was Schoolhouse Rock for.
Okay. Well, still, you're just saying it because of a podcast. Fuck you.
So here's something, Lundy. I have.
No, I also hate his song.
I don't understand why you hate his song.
He's a bitch.
So Lundy, I have like what I like to call the Wolfenstein New Colossus problem with one particular aspect of the ending. I wish they went further on fucking just calling out how fucking dumb Walter's Hill fucking turn is.
Yeah. I think they went like as like really fucking far. Like I don't know how much further. They basically okay, so Alucard fucks with him like literally the entire time and says, "Oh, you're just doing this because you want to fuck me."
I kind of wish it was less a joke about like him just wanting to fuck him and just.
Well, it wasn't just that though. Like you could just kind of
more of them outright stating like, "This makes no fucking goddamn sense."
Well, it's less that like actually it was the fact that he wanted to fuck him. It was more that how to put it. It was more that Alucard wasn't going to take any of it seriously, and that was sort of his way of saying, like, I really just don't even give a shit what your motivations are. This is fucking retarded. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it's because you want to fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was, like, what they were going for there.
But the reason I call it a New Colossus problem is, like, a New Colossus, it's like, I wish I could kill my fucking evil racist dad more. Like, I wish I could do even more fucked up things to him, like fucking dismember him and just be like, you know what? I'm not actually gonna kill you. I'm just gonna let you, like, maybe you get rescued and you become like an amputee guy, but like, if you bleed out, I don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, racists are terrible.
Or strangle him with his own intestines. Well, that was a very
plus Abridged made Walter's death even more dumb, which he kind of deserved. So
yeah, I fucking really hate it's one of the big reasons I kind of prefer the, and I know I'm in the fucking outside on this one, but I prefer the fucking original anime to Ultimate.
Yeah, and I know why, but like my counter to that is Anderson as opposed to
Anderson is fucking worse.
Like Anderson's just
a crazy person.
Like he's just a joy every time he's on screen.
Yeah,
both in Ultimate and Abridged.
He's my favorite character, honestly. If I'm
I mean, he's kind of fun in the original because he's just, again, a crazy person, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, but you don't get any payoff with him in the original because
you don't.
Because like he just shows up and then fucks off, basically.
He's like, yeah, the Catholics are here, and not going to really play any more part of the story because the anime.
Even though the episode hyped me up as being this fucking like Catholic fucking artificially constructed like fucking enhanced like vampire killing machine. And we just fought and you didn't kill me, which is the first time it's happened so far in this series. But whatever, I'm leaving now. Like it's such a fucking cock tease. It's not even okay. Fucking God damn
Anime's
it.
fun.
There we go. God damn it. The fucking thing keeps fucking lagging.
Lagging fag.
But so I prefer Hellsing Ultimate regardless of the fact that Walter's ending is fucking dumb. And I think because the thing is the show kind of acknowledges that it's dumb. And I mean, they don't do it near as well as Abridged does. But the fact that it acknowledges the stupidity of it is kind of what makes it up for me, I guess.
There's probably some like Studio Gynex because with how, how that series ends. I'm surprised they didn't touch more on that in the Abridged series, really, is like the weird fucking tonal shifts sometimes with the comic. They only really did it they only really did it the 2 times they had no other fucking choice to fucking deal with it. Like the scene in the museum with Anderson and Alucard being interrupted by Saris, and then the fucking end because they literally ran out of fucking Studio Madhouse ran out of money and time to finish the fucking last episode. So they were like, oh, just cutouts. Just use some fucking cutouts. Do that.
And there goes Lundy again. By the way, Matt, am I telling Ragabash right in saying that you just have to edit your first name on your profile in order to get to not show up as that?
I think so.
Yeah, that's why I told him earlier. Welcome back, Lundy. You're still gay.
Give him a second to see if because he might drop again.
Yeah.
He's not talking.
Yeah. Maybe it's because he knows he's wrong. Again.
A child murderer says nothing. Shit, that doesn't work because like we're all fuck.
Why'd you make fun of those retarded people, Lundy? Why'd you do it?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, there we go.
Matt said it.
Said what? Listen. I've been lagging in and out.
He said he would kill you.
Oh.
So
I just love it. So
I was like, I got distracted. I was like, I need
the sound of it.
It's like Matt was in the middle of a thought, then lit a lighter, and then immediately forgot his thought.
It just reminded me of a
No, I
Call of
remember
Duty
what I
video.
wanted to talk about is the new Pokemon because I'm really excited about that.
Oh,
You mean the movie or the game?
Eevee?
Well, both really, because there's a lot of rumors swirling like Generation 9 because it's going to be the first generation with the new game director, and like some of the like there's like a fucking shit ton of rumors. Like the one I'm really hoping is true is apparently they're thinking about like switching up the starter trio, so it won't be grass, water, fire. There'll be something else like fight and psychic dark.
That'd be cool.
God damn it, I woke up Stabby.
I take the fighting Pokemon every day.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love fighting
Dark.
Pokemon.
What's your favorite? Mine was always Hitmonchan.
Honestly, it was also Hitmonchan for me. Just because of his versatility, like the fact that his punches could like emulate all the different elements.
Yeah.
Fucking Breloom.
Huh?
Fucking little mushroom kangaroo generation 3. He's the best. He's also my favorite grass type.
So, am I really dumb for the fact that it took me a long time to figure out Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee were based on Bruce Lee and fucking
Jackie Chan? Yeah.
Oh, you know what's actually funny? They're actually not.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did not
those
know
are
that.
just their American names. Like, they are based off of people, but like they're actually based off of like Japanese. Like they're based off of a Japanese boxer and I think a Japanese Taekwondo dude.
That would make sense because Jackie Chan and is Jackie
Bruce
Chan
Lee.
Chinese?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee are both Chinese, and to have a Japanese thing,
Also, when you get down
emulate,
to it,
emulate
like-
Chinese is kind of weird, especially
this-
for, like at the time that it was created.
Also, when you get down to it, like Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee don't really have a lot of actual parallels to Bruce Lee and
Yeah, I mean that's true too.
Fuck, you know what? Hitmonchan's the
I
boxer.
mean,
right?
Hitmonlee you can kind of say because like fucking Bruce Lee had that thing where he would he was able to like kick a dude like fucking 5 meters and like knock other people over with a dude.
My second guess was that one of them was like a reference to Ippo Man for some reason.
You mean Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah.
I think
Still, I
they're
still love both of the Ip Man films.
Is fuck.
yeah. Hitmontop is stupid. Like Hitmontop
I
was a
hate
mistake.
Hitmontop.
Yeah, Hitmontop was a mistake.
Is Hitmontop supposed to be like a capoeira? Or
Kind
An
of, but
L-hog?
they did that idea a lot better later.
Yeah, he was less capoeira and more just spinny kicky.
you know what? Hitmonchan's the punching, right?
He's a
The-
boxer.
the
yeah.
boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a punchy
You know
boy.
who he reminds me of is the
Muhammad.
fucking boxer from Street Fighter, whose name is escaping me. Bison.
Oh,
Balrog?
yeah, Balrog.
Balrog, yeah,
The
yeah.
Balrog, yeah, Balrog.
Although, if you're talking about the Japanese version,
Yeah,
it's Bison.
I honestly, I thought there was like a Hajime no Ippo fucking like thing.
Yeah,
with,
that was my train of thought.
Oh,
Hitmon-
fucking!
Hitmonchan.
I would love to see a Pokemon based off of what the fuck is it, Joe? The one anime where the guy dies.
the one anime where the guy dies. All right,
Well, no, he dies in the ring.
that-
It's a boxing one. It's something Joe. I forgot what the fuck it's called.
Just your Pokemon dies.
It
Like,
could be a ghost
that would-
Pokemon.
That could be an interesting way for like to get like a ghost, like an interesting evolution of like for a fighting type is like this
Because
Pokemon has to be knocked out by like a Pokemon that's maybe like X amount levels higher than it, and then it evolves into like a fighting ghost because it got fucking beat so bad it died.
like the show I'm thinking of in the manga is the inspiration for Megalobox. It's like I think it's called Ashita no Joe or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one. You're
That's-
on the right track.
Or he's like he fucking. I never watched it, but like it is so iconic because he's like, like the one scene is like he has this fight he sits down in the corner and he never gets back up. Like that's literally, I think, how the show ends. Like,
yeah, it is, and then like soft Japanese piano played over.
You know what I really fucking want is a fucking we have so many fire types, but the other two elemental punches, fucking thunder punch and ice punch. There's no fucking, and I get it. Like nobody wants to fucking be part ice type. Ice type is fucking shit. Like it weighs you fucking down.
But having ice abilities is useful for a lot of different creatures.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another rumor is like is they might be mixing up like the fucking move list like style. So we might finally get 5 or fucking even 6 moves on Pokemon. Which oh man, that's gonna fucking shake up the meta.
I really want a Pokemon based on fucking
I really hope they give us 5 moves. You know what's gonna happen? Nidoking's gonna become fucking overused and maybe even an Uber Pokemon at that point. We won't even need a fucking like a regional variant or fucking Mega Evolution for Nidoking. It's like Nidoking has like the best fucking move pool in the game, and if he could have 5 fucking moves, you could literally cover every fucking type.
By the way, yes, to Max Sturger in the chat, my cat is having an argument on his own. Right now.
Yeah, clearly. I've been listening to your cat go, trying to get your fucking attention.
I've been looking. He just woke up.
Yeah, he's like, why were you saying I'd suck fucking Nick Mullen's dick?
Who's this Nick Mullen?
Mansoor, he brought up Apollo Creed. It's like, or Apollo Creed, but it's like, I really want to see Creed 2 because I want to see fucking.
And
Apollo versus fucking Drago 2.
I feel like Apollo Creep being a fighting ghost type is like racist, but I can't put my finger on why.
Black.
Again, we talked about this earlier, Spooks, with racist alt-right Shaggy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Stabby.
Lon, you have like your cat like would literally just fucking assault the mic.
I mean, yeah, and like growl incessantly.
Oh I was just hanging around.
There's a fucking Netflix movie based on Trotsky, like the life of Trotsky.
Stop! You can't say that word on this stream. Come on.
Oh, you mean fucking like The Office? Because that's like all. Netflix
no, there's
sucks now.
There's literally there's a movie on Netflix that's just called Trotsky. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I think I saw some tankies that on my Facebook like bitching about it.
Like I saw the trailer. It's like, what the fuck?
So I have a feeling that like the Netflix slide might start to happen soon.
Well, the thing is, they've been having some good anime. There's the one anime that's got a lot of stink though, which I haven't watched it, but it's the Backstreet Girls, Goku Dolls, which is like,
I don't know that one.
It's like it's a new one. Basically, a bunch of yakuza become like they get transferred into young girls' bodies, and they become a pop idol.
All right.
And I think it's because it's fucking a lot of people, a lot of trans activists, like trans anime fans, don't like it because of the way it kind of portrays. I guess
you know what a great pop idol anime is fucking Zombieland Saga.
Zombieland Saga is fucking awesome.
That shit is.
I need to finish it. I need to download the rest of the episodes. I got to episode 8. I downloaded 8, but I haven't watched it yet. Which is the one with Lily, I think, like her backstory, which I already know what it is. But
so you got spoiled on that. Yeah, the ending of that actually made.
I mean, you couldn't help but get spoiled on that one because thanks to the assholes on the internet.
Yeah, everybody was.
Everybody complained. Like, oh, crap!
It's like, how dare you?
Oh, you know what's really funny? In Puella Magi Madoka Magica, I think I mentioned this before. Anne Frank is a magical girl. There's literally, it's either the second to last or the last episode. It's flashing because Madoka, like, is the main character. She's going through and saving all like the magical girls from becoming witches. And it's like it shows Joan of Arc, Cleopatra, some other like unnamed people, and then literally just a fucking a girl in a fucking cattle car.
So I want to describe what happened when you said that. Stavi jumped immediately out of my hands and kicked my Xbox on, and then ran over and turned on my TV.
It's like I want to play Xbox.
Well, that's
a very Stavi thing to do.
If he was, he would be playing the History Channel presents Civil War the game. Which
you actually downloaded that?
No, I have a physical copy. I bought on
Jesus
eBay.
Christ.
Yeah, I love that game. It is
shit. I watch Happy?
Shit.
I haven't. I saw one episode of Happy. I never actually like. I mean, I liked it. I liked what I saw, but I didn't keep track of it.
It's on Netflix now. It's weird.
Lundy, to tell you how bad the game is, enemy soldiers take like 5 revolver rounds to the face.
Mob Psycho. I'm tempted to watch the live action Mob Psycho.
Hero season 4. I can finally talk to Lundy about like fucking overhauling fucking all that shit.
Kalinus, which character is that in Warframe? Because I played it, I don't remember anybody like that.
Trans. Fuck. I'm trying to think too, and although I haven't played it as much, but like,
yeah, I mean, it's been a couple months since I've really played it, but Ticker?
Lundy, you can't say that word.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's our word.
This fucking live action Mob Psycho looks so weird.
The wonderful thing about me is I'm the only one, Lundy, so I'm the only one who gets to say it.
I've actually never came across Ticker before.
Huh. Can you imagine if that's what... That's how racial slurs worked?
What?
The wonderful thing about beep is that I'm the only one.
So,
like, they have to say that every time you say a racial slur to them.
They just have to do a little song and dance.
Have you guys
bounce on one leg?
Have you guys watched Jinro before?
Fuck yeah! Like,
yeah, Jinro's
there's a Korean live action movie based on it. I'm kind of tempted to watch it.
Jinro live action movies are weird. Because the thing with the Jinro live action movies are they're all like weirdo arts movies and not really. The anime is the outlier in the Jinro series.
Bundy Ragabash.
This actually looks okay. Apparently has.
It's like, I want to play your shitty History Channel game.
What's really funny? Apparently, this live action adaptation of Jinro. It's called Ilan, the Wolf Brigade. It's basically whatever. And it features someone from the K-pop group. I don't know how to fucking pronounce this. It's SHINEE. I don't know. I don't want to...
Shine?
Is that Shine? I don't know if that's how you fucking pronounce it. The Koreans are fucking weird with shit like that.
It might be Shini.
Calling it the controller.
Oh, yeah, real quickly.
I didn't want to say Shini because it's like kind of like a racial slur, so it's like, I don't want to say that.
Is it?
Oh, you don't want to do that again. That would be a wrong.
Shini, whatever the fuck. I swear to God, there's like a racial slur that's like that.
I think I found...
I think it's like a Jewish slur.
Shut the fuck up, Stabby. God damn it.
By the way, I think I found my main character now in Ultimate. Fucking Simon Belmont. So I'm like now the worst person ever.
Okay, it is pronounced Shine, apparently, according to Ragabash. Then again, Ragabash also thought that
bang bang bang.
The first Incredibles was an Ayn Rand objectivist movie.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does Ragabash know?
It's obviously a utilitarian.
More than you fucking cuck.
What?
I say knows more than you.
That's how wrong you are,
Clearly not.
I'm agreeing with
Ragabash, you literally sat there and was like, and you were when I gave you the ultimate like argument against you, which is that the heroes are literally people who sacrifice themselves for other people, and your response was, no, the heroes don't actually face any sort of danger. When literally the beginning of the movie is just a montage of heroes being reported dying. I don't even like. You're such a
like you've basically with this argument have like Pearl Harbored Lundy, and like now like me as the Soviet Union are like, yes, let's team up and take down this axis of fucking wrongness. Because you're wrong. It's a utilitarian movie.
Like Ragabash, you just couldn't be any more wrong as to your interpretation of the first Incredibles. Like I just when you said that the heroes face no danger, I lost my fucking marbles. Like I couldn't handle it. I think my brain short circuited. Like you're just such a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
See,
like
you have no defense.
Mean.
You have no defense. That's why you sit there saying suck my fucking dick.
Like Hal brings up, like I'm agree. Like fucking Brad Bird has a lot of fucking Randy and shit, but like I don't know if this is really a thing, but the way I would fucking describe The Incredibles is like it's a weird like Randian utilitarianism, kind of like how Steve Ditko like originally did fucking Spider-Man.
By the way, Lundy, the best part is that he can literally not come in here and defend himself because Google is like not. He cannot update fast enough to come in here.
Oh, fucking
fuck off, Rag.
You know what's a good anime that's on Netflix?
Putting middle fingers.
High School Girl. High Score Girl is really
good one.
All right.
Well, no, it's literally like set in the 80s or 90s or whatever.
What was the other one that you were talking about on the podcast? The juvenile pornography.
Are you going to be the one person?
That's a hentai.
Zen,
yeah.
Are you going to be the one person defending Digibro when we do that episode?
No. I don't even know who I don't know who the fuck it is.
Yeah, see,
nobody's going to defend Digibro on TV.
What the fuck did he do? I don't even know what the fuck
killed a man.
We'll go over it when we actually do the fucking episode, which is probably going to be like tomorrow.
He killed any respect to anybody.
Look, anime reviewer kills family, and that's Digibro.
But like,
did that actually happen?
Yes, Mr. Anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he killed
that's how you should open. You know how you've been like opening up the episodes with fucking like music and shit. You should find the Mr. Anime Manifesto and just open it with that.
No, Matt, I'll send you what I'm gonna open the episode with.
Is it gonna be fucking Ember Ghost fucking Squad?
No,
I know what it should be opened up with. Hold on.
Don't you dare fucking do it before I can do it.
So,
well, it might not be the same thing, but I think we might both be on the same mindset.
Yeah.
So,
Lundy, I think because I think this is going to be like the reverse of the Opie and Anthony stuff, where I came in kind of at the fall, like at least the start of the fall with Digibro.
Yeah, and I came in basically as soon as he started getting popular.
But high School Girl is really good.
Mother's Basement. Like if you want a good like anime YouTube channel, Mother's Basement and Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Lundy, is it the song from the beginning of a video that I sent you?
I don't think so.
Because that's the one that
I want to gush about this real quickly.
What I was thinking.
Super Eye Patch Wolf, literally, he made the best fucking video about wrestling and why people like wrestling. Like, if you ever need fucking, like, if somebody ever is like, why do people like wrestling? Just point them to, like, go watch Super Eye Patch Wolf's video about wrestling and skip to the part about the Golden Lovers. You don't have to watch anything fucking else in that video, really. Like, but it's a good video, so you should watch it all. But if you want to fucking get why people fucking love wrestling, watch fucking Super Eye Patch Wolf tell the fucking story of the Golden Lovers and try not to fucking choke back some manly ass fucking tears.
Monday, I'm gonna send you a
Golden
video.
Lovers, as in Kenny Omega and
Pedantic
Kota
Romantic's
Ibushi?
also pretty good. Yeah. Yeah,
Lundy, mute yourself and listen to Boogieing if that. I just sent you it.
But yeah, fucking. I was okay. I'm gonna still talk about high score girl.
No, it's fine.
It's actually like it's really good because I only watched one episode.
Yeah. Since Zen is here, so he's like the only other person who probably will give a shit about this. Did you fucking hear about the deal WWE offered fucking the Young Bucks?
No, I didn't.
So they basically offered them fucking AJ Styles money.
Really?
Each of them. Not the split, but like each of them basically gets upwards of fucking 7 fucking figures. And here's the fucking interesting thing. They also threw in creative control. But this is the unprecedented shit. They also threw in a clause that it would be a 3-year contract, but in the first 6 months, if they didn't like what WWE was doing with them, they could just fucking get out and keep the money.
Lundy, quit picking on Ragabash.
Fucking
no, because I'm legit here. I'm like being serious for a second. If you want to, because there are people, and I've talked to these people who are like, I just have a moral principle. I just want to be on the right side of history when I say that I don't like a thing. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't like that.
Are you using Ragabash for that right now?
Well, no, I was just kind of fucking around with him. I know he's just fucking around, but there are legit people who actually like I dislike something because they believe that it's something that's going to be looked at as like a bad thing in the future.
Yeah,
and they just don't want to be on that side.
I think I know somebody that we both know that does that.
I
just sent you the message.
Like I'm hoping all Elite Wrestling Charlie. I'm hoping like my best case scenario for it. My wish is like I'm hoping it's like a Ring of Honor thing. It's like it's probably not going to get to the level of WCW. Like not until WWF fucking falls down a peg or two, or they're gonna have to deal with another WCW type fucking situation.
On the topic of wrestling, I had nothing to listen to for 3 hours, so I listened to 1 hour of Chris Benoit's psychotic stories. It's a collection of interviews, shoot interviews from people.
Does it have the best one with fucking with Iron Sheik?
No, that's in that. Well, no, it's only Honky Tonk Man saying that Nancy might have deserved it.
Oh yeah, New Jack. Like that's like the one time I would have agreed with New Jack stabbing somebody. Is like, you know what, New Jack? If you stabbed Honky Tonk Man in his chest right now, like I'd be like, you know what? That's the one. That's the one you get.
My favorite.
Monster. My favorite. Chris Benoit is the ghost fighting type Pokemon.
You said that. Oh, Monster, you're good. No, my favorite one is the one.
Oh my god, his fucking like the ghost, like his head would be like split in two, so like that would be his mouth.
Does he have a paralyzing move?
Yes.
He has Zen headbutt.
My favorite story from the compilation is Ken Anderson telling a story about like Chris Benoit talking to him and being like, yeah, you know, they used to have a thing where they would take, if there was a new guy they didn't like, they would just take a little cup of piss and take a syringe and inject it into his toothpaste. And then everyone's like, that's kind of funny. That's like a silly thing. And they's like, yeah, and they also had like a special needs kid who would come by and they would shoot him up with steroids.
Oh, ECW, you were fucking garbage.
Yep.
Do you think Paul Heyman like feels any remorse for the shit he let a lot of those people do that?
Is
either
that shit
fucked
that...
them up for life or actually led to their fucking eventual deaths? Because I really blame a lot of the fucking shit Chris Benoit did. That and the fact that dipshit made his finishing, like one of his finishing moves, the flying headbutt. Why does fucking WWE still allow the flying fucking headbutt? They won't let people do the crippler crossface anymore. But oh yeah, let's let the fucking dude who broke his fucking neck, like let's let him do a flying fucking headbutt. Like,
who still does a headbutt?
People can
like that's fucking Daniel Bryan's. Like he'll fucking do the headbutt.
He does it still.
I think he did it at least once when he came, but like he only wrestles like every fucking like fucking 6 months or so.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to end up
with the Undertaker problem with Daniel Bryan now.
He doesn't want to end up with like Chris Benoit. It's like I just had a kid. I don't want to kill him later.
that would look real bad.
I mean, I totally 100% get why they banned the crippler crossface, because he literally used that move to murder his fucking child. Like, I get that. Like, I'm not saying the crippler crossface shouldn't be banned, but it's like, let's be honest here. The crippler crossface wasn't the thing that caused it, you know? It was the fact that Chris Benoit's finishing move was like, I'm gonna fucking climb on the top rope and then jump off and land on my motherfucking head.
Well, to be fair, that's less, because you can kind of mitigate that. It's not like fucking Dolph Ziggler and goddamn Daniel Bryan headbutting on the top of a fucking ladder, you know?
I also agree with New Jack that he didn't take any headshots from like chairs, because like I that's one thing that I actually believe New Jack on, when he's like,
"Oh my god,
you show me 50 clips of him taking a chair shot, I'll show you 50 clips of him putting his hand in front of the chair before it hits him."
Yeah, like again, it wasn't the chairs; it was it was jumping, because it's like, look. Like, yeah, you can do a lot of stuff to make sure your head doesn't actually hit the mat or the person or whatever. But there's nothing you can do to stop like the momentum from sloshing your brain around. Like, that's the problem with the NFL. Like, you can't design a helmet that keeps a fucking brain in place. You know?
Yeah, there was another story that was told during the compilation where like Chris Jericho's talking about. Yeah, you know, we messed up. It was like a few months before he died. And he was like,
oh my god, when the Chris Benoit movie comes out, we need to do like a riff track of it.
Yeah, I'm down for that. But like, when
is there a legit one being made?
Yes, and it's being made. Lundy, God, this is another movie we should do a riff track on before the Chris Benoit movie to let everybody kind of get a know on what this movie is going to be like. It's being made by, I can't remember her name, but it's being made by the lady who did Punisher Warzone, one of the most batshit insane terrible movies ever fucking made.
Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, I made a joke about like instead of an RPG hitting a guy midair, it's Chris Benoit jumping and doing a crippling crossface.
Punisher Warzone is like Batman versus Superman levels of baffling awfulness.
A man's head literally explodes because a guy punches him.
Oh, I mean, that has happened in the Punisher games before. If you've seen the Super Best Friends Punisher.
Yeah, and you also have Ramby as your sidekick in that.
Yeah, so this movie's gonna be fucking insane. It's probably, it might be good because she has made some actual good movies, but like,
I'm sorry. Is this movie actually being called Crossface?
Yes.
What in the fuck?
Better than Murder Suicide.
I swear to God, if it ends with In Memoriam of Chris Benoit, Nancy Benoit, and Daniel Benoit.
I hope he's like the fucking Incredible Hulk in the last scene, in the murder scene. Also, what's up, Finn? Like, I hope he's just like fucking just tearing through the fucking house, running through walls.
Yeah.
Can you just hear me here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Like, it's a fucking horror movie.
Did you guys watch the Iron Sheik documentary?
No.
No, it's fucking sad. And
I watched it, and it is rough.
Iron Sheik's life is just misery and pain.
Like when I think
his best friend was murdered by the Iranian government. His daughter was raped and murdered. His kneecaps are like 90 degrees where they should fucking be.
I thought I fucking recognized that voice.
What?
Finn is focus.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never used Google Hangout before, so.
I was actually gonna say Focus. Like,
You sound
I
a
was
lot
gonna
better
be
with
like, you
this
sound
mic.
a lot like Focus.
Your mic sounds a lot better with this one.
Apparently.
I didn't want to make any assumptions though, because that makes an ass of you and me.
Might have been because I just cleaned it or whatever, but
I'm surprised my mic works as well as it does, considering it's like I have my laptop on like a dinner tray and like have my mic on the other one. If I get it up and move it, the fucking microphone will sometimes slip off and fucking crash to the ground. So
if I ever became president, I would totally give like the Iron Sheik like the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That man deserves it.
Wasn't the Iron Sheik?
He's the best of our country.
Wasn't he like a bodyguard for the Shah?
I think
Yeah,
so.
at one point.
And
that story about his daughter and him in the courtroom with the razor blade is like, that is so fucked up. Is Nikolai dead or is he alive?
Nikolai, he died last year.
Who would have thought that out of the two of them, that Sheiky baby?
Look, Sheiky is a fighter, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I still say, like
Sheiky's gonna be like fucking Theodore Roosevelt. Death's gonna have to fucking wait for him to fucking, like, be distracted by something.
It's the power of that 10-inch cock. Nikolai had a 4-incher sub.
I mean, he was like Russian, so he probably had like permanent vodka dick.
Was he Russian? I thought he was Croatian. And they just
he was Croatian.
Oh, he was Eastern Bloc, you know.
You know, they all drink fucking weird potato fucking liquor over there.
Take that, Europe.
Well, no, specifically fuck Eastern Europeans. The one thing, well, you know, I'm not going to say it, but, you know.
The only good thing to come out of Croatia is Mirko.
Our boy, our 420 boy. What am I fucking...
Lundy, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
About what?
That's fucking great.
Look, Ragabash, at this fucking point, like, look, I could probably do a better job than Trump. Like, if you really... Like, if I gave it the old college try, like, I could at least do, like, a 20% better job than Trump. The government wouldn't be shut down. That would be, like...
Your press conferences would be way better.
Oh, I'd be doing press conferences all the fucking time. It'd be so fun. Like I would love to just interrupt TV all the fucking time just to annoy people with fucking random trivial shit I'm doing.
Well, dude, we need to talk about.
Hey, everybody! Sorry to interrupt fucking Dateline or fucking whatever dumb fucking shit. Like, nobody watches TV anymore. You're all fucking TiVoing this fucking garbage. Who cares? So, I'm thinking about making a Congress of puppy dogs.
Is it 2006, Matt? Who still uses TiVo?
I don't know. Like, I have to be, like, somewhat out of touch if I'm president
of the United States. Your CDRs.
That's your version. So Matt, that's your version of Pokemon Go to the polls. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with Matt.
But yeah, puppy dog Congress.
Why does it sound familiar?
Don't worry.
That was the thing Hillary said during her campaign.
Okay.
I'm
it was
just
cringy as fuck, and everybody was very uncomfortable.
Nobody has to worry. It's not going to be like an official branch of the government, but I think it would be really adorable if we built a scale model version of the Capitol and just filled it with puppy dog lookalikes of all of the fucking senators and congress people.
Do you steal a bit from John Oliver?
Did I?
I never accused Matt of stealing anything because he can't remember.
Yeah, true.
I just want to see a little pug dressed up as Bernie Sanders with the little Bernie Sanders hairdo.
Oh my god! Did you? Speaking of John Oliver, did you see? You know how John Oliver has that like all dog Supreme Court?
Yeah.
So they added Neil Gorsuch, who's a lobster, and Brett Kavanaugh is Gritty.
Fuck off. How far behind?
Because he's like drunk. It's so funny too because like Gritty's like drinking and he's like offering John a beer and he's like, "No, I don't want a fucking beer. You don't fucking belong here." It's fucking
I
great.
hate, you know what, real
The
talk,
shit-
I fucking hate Gritty so much. I think I'd rather the left be bike locking a lot more fucking people than them fucking like
Gritty.
co-opting Gritty.
Gritty's the only orange man that's bad. Let's go ahead.
I am more pro fucking like Molotov cocktail than I am fucking Gritty. Like fuck Gritty.
There's gonna be a lot of
Huey Long is Black Panther, right? Huey Long?
Yeah. Gritty was hugging a fucking. Gritty was hugging like a pigeon or something. That's the new mascot for the kids. And
oh, you know what, Jimshin, I'd bring back, you know, tradition as president, like the giant cheese. I can't remember which president did it, but like
that has to be Taft.
I don't think it was Taft. I think it was before Taft. But like some president got like a giant block of cheese, and he was like, "You know what?
Like
giant cheese party on the White House."
It was Andrew Jackson, apparently.
You know what? It's the one good thing Andrew Jackson ever fucking did.
Didn't they make a reference to that in West Wing? Or like they mentioned it?
I don't like West Wing. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, that's because you're a communist.
Yeah.
I like.
That's not even a joke, by the way. Like leftists hate the West Wing because
this is how we show the posers from the real cool guys.
I'm a leftist, but I love the West Wing because it was so fucking stupid.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean that's ironic.
Excuse
that doesn't work. That's silly.
I also like all the people involved.
Say the West Wing was fucking stupid.
It's dumb. It's really stupid.
I'll fucking goddamn cut you, motherfuckers.
Come down here and do it.
I enjoyed the West Wing for how like silly it was.
The West Wing's the best. Fuck you.
No, because Matt.
Not you, Lundy.
I mean, the West Wing did give us binging with Babish, so.
Yeah, but I mean, the main thing that I've noticed is that leftists in general just don't tend to like the West Wing because it's essentially the glorification of sort of like neoliberalism.
Yeah.
Neoliberals invaded the left after fucking Clinton lost, and now they think that they're cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying that direct. American Revolution, the invisible one.
That's not directed at you, by the way, Zen. I'm just saying in general.
No, it's not. Oh wait.
Down with the poser left. There you go.
Do you see that shit with
We're gonna yes queen to the polls.
Not yes queen, awesome. Yas bitch.
Yas bitch. It's so fucking stupid. It's like 95% white girls in their 20s too. That's the fucking weird thing.
I love my one video. Fuck white rural voters has 4 down thumbs.
Yeah, one of those is me.
I figured.
Oh, Damon, are you here to defend the honor of Gritty?
Are you chodes really still
fuck
arguing?
You, fuck, yeah, you know what? Come on, Damon.
Bring it on, Damon. I ain't afraid of you.
What the fuck is your icon?
It's from a. Is it from a set of album covers or what the fuck is that? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, forgot about that. That was for my old band. That was literally just me in a gray sweater with a bunch of belts around my face, and my dad was taking the picture, and I stood up and I got that. So
hey, David, I wanted to tell you, by the way, I recognized one of your fans on the video where you said you were back.
Jesus, yeah, where
he was that guy's like been recently what always been doing.
What is he doing?
Doxing and harassing an ex-girlfriend and telling her that he hopes he gets raped.
Yep, that's why I'm not coming back to YouTube.
Yep.
Also, hi YouTube. Fuck you.
Shout outs to Flying Cyborg Raptor, you fucking bitch.
What?
That's the name of the guy.
Have you seen did you see that shit with Peter Coffin?
Oh yeah. I'm not cool with what's going on.
Know at all what's going on.
Okay, so here's a basic rundown. Some woman that Peter knows on Twitter has been accused of raping people, and somebody went on like his Discord, I guess, and messaged him about it and was like, Did you know that this woman that you're protecting has raped people? And he basically was like, fuck off. Now the entirety of the context of that was basically Peter going, I have looked into this, I haven't seen any evidence of it, but at the same time, I'm not going to participate in this call out culture bullshit. I've been a victim of it myself. I don't think this is good. I don't want you basically trying to force me to participate in it. I don't appreciate it. You're a bad person. Fuck you. Which is basically what it was. It wasn't him saying fuck off for trying to like expose somebody. It was him saying fuck off for trying to get me to participate in something that I fundamentally disagree with as a concept. Now the problem is that a lot of people are basically just buying straight into the Peter Coffin's a rape apologist. And well,
man,
Dick Coughlin bought into it.
Oh, that's all that.
I'll say Coughlin buys into a lot of things, and then fucks up, and then wonders why people get pissed at him.
Poor Coughlin.
And it's been really annoying because, like, I disagree with Peter about some things. I think he's done some like douchey things before. I know this one girl on Twitter who is a Middle Eastern Christian who's like, she lives in an area where like Christians essentially are like kind of hunted.
Oh yeah, she's the one you told me you played League with or something.
Yeah. And basically like he basically like retweeted her at one point because she was trying to help him a little bit understand what it meant to live under an Islamist regime. And Peter's response was to basically be like, don't call it Islamism. That's Islamophobic. Just call it fascism, you fuck. And she's like, no, it is kind of its own thing. Like Islamism is fascism, yes, but it's fascism under a very specific brand that manifests a little bit differently from regular fascism. So I'm going to call it Islamism because that's kind of what it is. And it also is how they identify themselves. So it's not Islamophobic. And his response again was to say,
like, just random people on the street Islamists. This is focused.
Yeah, this is an actual like documented phenomena. But Peter's like, nah, it's not. This is all bullshit. This is like Islamism is just an attempt to be Islamophobic. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Because he like called her, he retweeted her and called her out on it. It was like, you're just being Islamophobic. And I'm like, you know that she lives in a state where she could just be killed for existing.
Yeah.
like this, like first off, don't retweet someone like that when they could be a target. That's kind of a thing. Number two, I think she might know a little bit more about this than you. I'm just saying. So he kind of fucked up on that. Also, I don't like his moral subjectivism. I think that's fucking dumb shit. But then again, I'm kind of the only moral realist I know. So,
well, welcome to the club.
I haven't read up on enough to compare.
I think he used to watch me because he sent me a message on Twitter a long time ago.
Coffin follows me on Twitter for
because you're in the same area as him.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what? Everybody likes me. Except for, Brett Kane and Happy Cabby. But fuck him. He's dead.
One's dead and one I don't care. There's also, I'm just curious about something.
Why couldn't they suicide each other?
Camera's still up
too fat to do it.
Like, it's why I've become a moderator in a Discord to a fucking Twitch streamer I don't even fucking watch.
Oh my god, James' camera is actually upside down.
I have no idea how to fix this.
That's the most amazing thing.
The only way that I can fix
also, it looks like he's drowning in piss.
DA, but his piss Christ.
Yeah, he does look like, yeah.
He's got the shining piss light behind him. He's upside down. He's kind of like a piss Christ bat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes me, so Again, it's why I've become a moderator in the Destiny Discord, even though I've never fucking watched a Destiny stream.
You're actively trying to get Destiny kicked out of his own server.
I am.
Why?
That would be fitting.
Because he's a fucking goddamn anchor.
He's a shitty mod.
He don't do anything for that fucking server. Like, it's all fucking Mr. Mooted and fucking I Like Cake. Like, they're the ones who really fucking do anything for the community over there.
Lundy, were you there when Matt told what Jungi got kicked from the server?
What did that do?
I think I can't remember what it was.
He was defending someone who was harassing somebody.
Yeah, and like I guess some shit came up where apparently he would like talk. He would talk shit to people, and then if they tried to like talk back, he would. Huh?
Kevin Logan's apparently in the chat.
What the fuck?
Kevin Logan likes me. Again, everybody likes me. Like,
where's Kevin Logan in the chat? I don't see him.
You know what I like? You know what? This is the only time I'm gonna like fucking blow smoke up my own ass or fucking suck my own dick. But like, I'm like JoJo. I'm like the JoJos of skeptic YouTubers, where like at least like JoJo's back in like the 90s or 80s before anybody really knew about it or the internet made it a fucking meme. But like a lot of people like me.
Anime hipster corner.
Oh, hey, hi, Kevin Logan. I just saw it.
Goddamn JoJo's isn't fucking anime hipster shit. Oh, okay, although I did like JoJo before a lot of other people did because.
Hey, Kevin, I just want to say really good job. Really good job with that stream with Jeff Holiday. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, Lundy's laughing for a reason.
Yeah, if you're listening, Goat here actually wanted to be on the stream, but
it's not his fault, Lundy.
The thing
we get to do this live. This is beautiful.
Okay, so Goat wanted to be on the stream with Kevin Logan to be a part of the shit show that it was, because Goat is like a real huge fan of like internet dumb shit. Like it's his favorite thing.
Goat is a connoisseur of the worst parts of this
terrifying
hellhole that we live in.
And, yes. Well, you sound the MVP, Kevin, but Goat disagrees because so first off, Goat
you need to explain so he doesn't actually think I'm being a cunt right now.
So Goat claims that he's one of the main reasons why I was able to actually get your attention and get on the stream in the first place. I think he donated money. I'm pretty sure. I think
I gave him $2.
Yeah. So he takes credit for that, which fair enough. And then but because he's such a connoisseur of internet dumb shit, he saw this as like a potential chance to finally be a part of the internet dumb shit. So when I got on, apparently he was messaging me, but I was playing a video game at the time. And he kept messaging me, telling me to ask you if he can come on. Yeah. And I didn't get it until like 30 minutes later. And then by that point, we had already been invaded by like a few different people who apparently the link had just gone out to. So I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't feel right to just invite a random person Kevin doesn't know. Another person.
Kevin's wanting a link to the he's wanting a link to the chat.
Yeah, that's true. That it would be probably better.
Send it to him on Twitter or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
I really don't want Kevin. Because re-listening to this, even though I was like joking for most of it, I really do sound like a cunt.
You do legit sound angry for like most of it.
That's just him in general most of the time.
Yeah, that is true. I am.
Yeah, Goat has a problem with like comedy inflection in his voice, making it sound like he's joking. He always sounds like depressed or angry.
Well, yeah, that's because I'm in the South and I work a shitty job.
But yeah, I sent you the link on Twitter.
Yeah, that's why I can say Lundy's a child murderer, because you can tell I'm sweating. That's what I'm saying.
I literally work a shitty job. I had to fucking fix 3 toilets today.
I work in a slaughterhouse, Steve.
Again, that's why fucking you know how I did it, Lundy. You want to know what my secret was to fucking convincing people you were dead for 9 months? Every time I told anybody about it, I would think about my fucking dog dying and just get really sad.
Yeah. Wait, one of your dogs died? Or
no, he apparently, when he was convincing everybody that I was dead for several months, he would do so He would do so under the pretense that, like, he would do so while imagining that his dog was dead, and so that would make him sad when he would relay that information to people, which would make them believe him.
Gotcha.
I remember Matt telling people about this. It's like, you do know that's sociopathy, right?
Yeah. This is something Matt only figured out was wrong way after the fact.
Yeah.
Look, David, I've constantly questioned why Lundy is still friends with me, okay? Like, you don't have to tell me.
You did literally.
That is like at least like third worst thing I've ever done to Lundy.
Legitimately, I'm so surprised we're all still friends after so many years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really, like, for my part, it takes a lot to, like, actually make me decide not to talk to you anymore. Like, I'm a pretty forgiving dude.
There have been exceptions.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It takes a lot, but
also we're just
there are the occasional people who make me go, you know what? I just can't anymore.
What were you saying, Matt?
By the way, we should let Kevin talk.
Yeah, hey, Kevin.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
apologies. Hello, everybody. Can I just answer the question from the chat? Someone asked, "Who is Kevin Logan?" The answer is Logan.
That was me.
No.
Yeah, Sammy doesn't keep track of basically anything online.
Also,
not for a long, not.
Kevin Logan's debut album will be dropping this week.
Yeah.
Look for it on SoundCloud.
Near you. Oh, that was Sammy. Sammy, you were the one that did that.
Sammy left. He died
I didn't
there.
kick anybody.
No,
Yeah,
Sammy left in shame.
Anyways.
Sammy was the one that asked.
Anyway, by the way, Hank Hill would have voted for Gary Johnson.
No, he would have voted for Trump.
Oh,
God damn it! Why are we doing this again?
Let's go back to the first time.
Why are we doing this for the fourth fucking time?
It doesn't matter how many fucking podcast hosts you get to agree with you on this fucking point. Everybody in their hearts. No, I'm fucking goddamn right about this.
Hank Hill
does not vote for fucking Donald Trump.
Oh, no,
he wasn't mentioned in the show, but he was actually a registered sex offender, so he wouldn't have been able to vote.
Oh, fuck.
That is a good point. God damn, that just kind of destroys the last 4 months, doesn't it?
Just like Ethan Ralph, he can't vote.
Yeah, but that's actually true.
By the way, Kevin, I want to tell you that there are some people.
Wow, that's an anticlimactic end to that debate.
There are some people in the Ralph Retorts server I've seen a couple times say that you currently look like Ralph from a couple.
I do. Well, I did actually. I don't know if I've got it on this computer. Also,
I thought, I think it was Ranting Feminist or I can't remember who it was, but somebody on Twitter has that as like their background is just a picture of you.
Oh well, I did. I actually, when I did the video when his channel got flagged down, I put the thing up of me. I've got a picture of me and him with our names purposefully mixed up because we do look.
That's fucking
I mean,
great.
We're both ugly cunts, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's something to take pride in, really.
At least you're
a certain level of ugly. It's less something to be ashamed of and more just something to be amazed at.
At least you're not an alcoholic. Like, don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that.
Also, you don't sound like a gnome, so that's also a good thing, I guess.
You guys do you, bitch. I'm gorgeous.
Yeah, DA and piss Jesus.
That is true.
There we go. Hang on 1 second.
Look, you try looking decent in an upside down piss camera.
Because you got a fucking like piss yellow light behind you, just illuminating you with piss yellow.
Yeah, this computer is like 8 years old and about to fall apart. So I'm
using a MacBook.
I'm using a 6-year-old laptop that's been having problems.
Yeah, there we go. That's the image I was talking about. That was my thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Kevin Logan wanted
that is not. It's kind of uncanny. I gotta be honest.
It looks like you're wanted in 6 states for mallard rustling.
Well, I think it was 7 at the last count, but okay.
I'm really bummed
Yeah,
out.
everyone forgets about Idaho.
You definitely remind me of Matt's not talked about often enough great uncle that ended up having to be exiled from Ireland for fucking a goat.
Yeah, I had to press charges after
I
all.
don't think that's how he looked, and that not off. I bring that up all the time.
That's the fun part. That's the
Matt's entire family tree is just tragedy.
Mentioned that, people think it's a joke, and then Matt's like, "Well, I mean, that's he did do that, but that's not what he looked like."
Yeah, I mean, you need to listen.
But you know what? He
decided. The more you listen to Matt, the more you learn that he is actually the white sheep of his family.
Gammon, does the name Red Ship really mean anything to you? That's Matt's grandpa. He's a fucking bluegrass guy.
Who the fuck? Listen, who the fuck in Europe knows anything about bluegrass? Are you serious right now, guys?
I mean,
I know. I've heard of bluegrass. Yeah,
take that, Lundy.
Here's the thing about the UK with music. They tend to import a lot of our trends, not get the central point, and then make their own.
Listen, their punk is pretty good.
That's how we get the Beatles.
I like British rap. I don't know what it is.
I'm not saying it's bad. I never said it was bad.
Yeah, it's better.
That's basically what metal does too. So
British rap.
I think it's the fact that I only understand every other word when a British person raps, but it also like sounds neat.
British rap always to me sounds like it always sounds like they're nodding off on lean.
Have you listened to trap?
That is true.
I don't listen to much trap now.
Fuck, where the hell's Youngblood from? I know he's from the UK. I just don't know where exactly.
Rob Liefeld's crazed, deranged imagination.
Different Youngblood, Damon.
Oh God.
But yeah, like I was saying before you got in here, Kevin, Go over here actually did wanted to be on the stream, but like by the time I had gotten his messages, we had been invaded by like several people, and I'm like, I don't want to invite yet another person that Kevin doesn't know onto his stream. And
what are you being polite for? You told me Go wanted to be on, and I said no. I'm not having that degenerate sack of shit on my show.
I'm not having that fucking.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Doncaster?
That's why Kevin's a bro, because he'll just take it. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Doncaster's
in Yorkshire. Doncaster's in the north of England.
Okay.
Is there a rapper?
Yeah, I guess that explains his accent.
Apparently, his name is. Apparently, he goes by the name Youngblood.
Yeah,
Doncaster's like the least rap place ever.
Well, that wouldn't be uncommon.
All I know from
I
know from British rap is
he's an alternative rock musician, but he fucking raps.
I mean, we did live through the age of new metal, so
I'll be honest, right? This is how uncool I am. I loved new metal back in the day.
Dude, I have fucking scars from Disturbed concerts.
Listen, okay. Disturbed, and anybody who judges me for
I have a Korn poster.
I'm not judging anybody.
Yes.
I went to see.
You met the lead singer of Disturbed.
I saw Slipknot play several times. I went to see Limp Bizkit play once, and I realised how fake it all was. There was literally just a sea of red caps everywhere.
There was a Limp Bizkit concert.
Limp Bizkit was the transitionary form.
Group of people ever compiled in one place ever.
Limp Bizkit's audience is the transitionary form between white trash and Trump voter.
There was a Limp Bizkit concert 4 months ago at a recovery place in Michigan.
Fuck.
Faith is better than Rowan. That is my argument.
Didn't someone try to kick fucking what's his face?
Yeah, that was Shaggy 2 Dope from ICP, and it fucking went horribly wrong.
Yeah, things usually go wrong when Shaggy 2 Dope tries to do.
Talking of white trash, ICP, absolutely.
Yeah. He tried to run over.
Kevin, I'm from Detroit. I am very acquainted with juggalos.
Damon is like kind of.
I am the juggalo.
Damon's culturally required to know everything about juggalos.
I'm a wrestling fan, and I'm from Detroit.
I dated 2 fucking juggalos.
Lundy, when we were in the Destiny server that one night, and Jungi told Damon to kill himself, and all that dumb shit happened. By the end of it, me and Damon were just explaining like ICP to like a bunch of people in the server.
Wait, like a bunch of people just didn't know what ICP
No,
was?
we were talking with like the one person there who knew a lot about ICP for like an hour and a half.
And then everybody else was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It was like one of those offshoot Texan juggalos.
What the fuck is Fago is probably what they thought.
Yeah.
Well, no, explaining the ICP is so weird because you think it's this group of like clown makeup wearing horrific rappers who then went super religious.
Yeah, they're rappers.
Mental story.
Okay, the religious thing, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. It's weird.
Immediately after that album, they went right back to doing what they were doing.
Also, I think they did that because they were just doing a test to see like what would happen if they changed their brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly, like, it's weird. Like, they were never really overtly religious. Like, even now they're not. I mean, they like come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're Christians," though not necessarily fundamentalist Christians, but they're Christians.
I can explain this way more concisely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, it's like they spoke out to like a lot of kids who were like, you know, we got nothing. Like, we're in a trailer park. Our stepdad is throwing like liquor bottles when he's not molesting us. Like, the only thing we got is like the fucking juggalos.
I mean,
this sounds autobiographical, Nopon.
They legitimately are.
They haven't.
Oh no, I was never a juggalo. I knew juggalos.
Okay.
I got punched.
That's the part.
Full disclosure.
Molestation.
Full disclosure. During high school, I was a juggalo.
I am in Juggalo Ground Zero.
I got punched in the face by a juggalo.
Wait, are SCP from Michigan?
They're from fucking Detroit.
Yeah,
they're literally from Delray, Detroit.
Yeah, they're from like they're from Detroit.
They constantly talk about all those like local references. I know where they're at.
You need to watch their thing with
Kid Rock.
There's literally a place in Detroit called
We don't talk about Kid Rock anymore.
You know what, fucking dude? Like
he
fucking
wears like Confederate flags and stuff, so clearly he's also from the South as well.
We do not look. No, he is a weird. He's a weird breed of Michigan redneck.
Yeah,
Kid Rock is proof that white people can culturally appropriate other white people.
Yeah, basically. Because here's the thing about America, right? Even though, you have your South, you have your North, your Midwest, and your West Coast. Most of, if not all of rural America, no matter their state, has your breed of rednecks running around with fucking Confederate flags, talking about, all that kind of
pickup trucks.
Pickup trucks. They can be from Nebraska.
Rural fucking Nebraska. America should pave over most of the middle of its country. Just pave over.
No, it's not even the middle of the country. Sam's not even joking. It's literally everywhere.
Yeah.
I live in Pennsylvania. Like that is the northeast section, like right underneath New York.
Yeah, like you become more red than Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm not American. I understand geography. You don't need to explain that part.
Yeah, Lundy.
Well, I feel like I do because no one gives a shit about Pennsylvania unless they're looking at things about Amish people.
I'm an American.
To be fair, Lundy, Pennsylvania is on the same latitude as fucking Virginia. Like,
the only thing you guys have given us in the last couple years is gritty.
Yeah.
You've given us nothing.
We don't really contribute that much culturally anymore.
It's not like you're from Philly either. He's like outside of Pittsburgh, right? You're outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say Pittsburgh gave us a rapist quarterback, so that's
true. Yeah, I mean that's something I'm definitely going to take pride in.
The constant scourge of Penguins fans.
There's also Wiz Khalifa in the Black and Yellow song.
I mean, fucking Philadelphia gave us
Lil Wayne do a response song.
Yes, that was beautiful. Fucking Lil Wayne's fucking bandwagon ass green and yellow song.
Menthol cigarettes.
Wasn't it like green and white or something like that?
No, he did green and yellow. He bandwagoned the Pack that year.
Yeah, that's what it was. I love that.
So he did Packers?
Yeah.
He's a Packers fan.
God, what the fuck?
It's Lil Wayne. He had no idea what was going on. They just said, "Hey, do a Super Bowl song. We need some money off of it." And they went, "Yep, sure."
Yeah, Kevin, like these fucking redneck dipshits that like you go to northern fucking New York or northern California, they're there.
They're there.
Oh, fucking northern New Jersey's pretty fucking.
We see them everywhere, especially at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like New Jersey, anywhere that isn't like the Jersey Shore is basically like fucking redneck. From what
anything that's not like an actual city, like
I mean, they elected fucking what's his name?
Trump.
The grossly obese fucking prick as their governor, whatever his name is.
Chris
Christie, yeah.
To give the New Jersey.
We have a better governor.
Like a bit of fucking leeway with that. He like nobody knew how big of a fucking shitbag he was. Like he was really good at hiding it, and then like he was just like, I'm just gonna be fucking.
Yeah, and then
my favorite thing to do. Actually, my favorite meme that I ever did. to center white supremacists to prove that maybe they're not genetically superior. There's a fantastic image of Chris Christie stood next to Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And Shaquille O'Neal obviously is this massive, great big, ripped fucking dude. And Chris Christie's this fucking little dwarf dumpling. And you just think, I'm sorry, that's not genetic superiority.
To be fair, give Chris Christie enough credit. He is the destroyer of donuts. He is.
I want to be fair. Okay.
I like this.
As much as I hate Chris
I like
Christie,
the Steve Bannon.
He did.
Idris Elba comparison, where it's like, look at Steve Bannon. Look at Idris Elba. Tell me which race is more superior.
Chris Christie did one good thing, and that's sign legislation that made reparative therapy illegal in New Jersey.
Although on the inverse,
that's like the one good thing he fucking did.
And I'm pretty sure only, Lundy might get this joke too. Damon will probably get this too. But like, you could do also the inverse, where it's like, hey, here's Chris Hemsworth as Thor and fucking Beetlejuice from Howard Stern.
Yeah. and then you could just go the other way and say, well, here's LeBron James and Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Yeah, exactly. My point wasn't that all black people are superior. My point is you can't say it's genetic superiority when you have specimens like that amongst you.
By the way, Matt, to go ahead and make my stance right now, Hank the Angry Dwarf better than Beetlejuice.
I didn't like Howard Stern, so
Yeah,
well, fuck you.
That's not a very controversial view, Goat. I know you're trying to goad Matt into another like.
No, I'm just making my statement for the white race.
Now, if you had said like, fucking,
look for me on the kill stream later this month. Just kidding.
I signed with John K over Billy West. That'd be a controversial opinion, Goat.
I think you would. I think.
Shit.
I think you would jizz your pants if you ended up getting on the kill stream at all. Like you would be like way too excited.
Oh, I would just make fun of fucking Gator and his shitty soundboard for like 15 minutes until they kick me.
Why don't you can get on there? Why don't you go into their Discord and try and get on?
I'm on there. I haven't found a good time yet. I'm usually at work until like 6 p.m. and
Goat's fun because like I don't have to pay attention to any internet dumb shit because he'll just update me with whatever the fuck's going on.
I'm really fucking mad that I'm not gonna get to go Tonka fight. I'm so fucking sad about
Wait,
that.
you can't go?
No, I've got work.
What, you can't take off to go see Tonka get the shit kicked out of him by fucking Andy?
No.
You goddamn it.
What do you do for a living? I mean, what? Do you just stand in the field eating small amounts of hay?
I work at a slaughterhouse.
Well, Goat is an unfortunate name then.
Yes, it is.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's
you work at a slaughterhouse?
I legit worked at a slaughterhouse as a vegan. It was the most soul crushing experience I've ever
Lundy had it way worse than me.
That explains a lot about Lundy's demeanor, actually, if you think about it.
The only
so
difference.
Lundy, Lundy, since you've worked in slaughterhouses, I have a question because I've heard this about slaughterhouses. Is there like a little room like where you just go in there and just sit down and like listen to music or like draw in a coloring book or just be like for like 5 minutes, just like I don't have to hear the cries of a dead animal or just smell death or fucking just.
Mine's just a cafeteria.
Yeah, mine's just this very small break room where they have a bunch of newspapers lined up. It was very sad. I don't want to talk about my fucking slaughterhouse experience. That was the worst part of my life. Listen, I worked at a call center for 2 months, and that was less soul draining.
It's really great hearing it.
You worked for the fucking Armenian mafia, and that was great.
In the slaughterhouse, is there a small room off to the side where you can have your choice of the animals to fuck?
I think that's just the UK.
That's only for the assistant managers. I was a lower
fucking privilege, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I can only jerk off on the like legs. They're not good to go out to the public.
See, yours is a little bit more elitist than mine because mine was at least available to like all shift supervisors, like the assistant manager, like they were allowed to fuck. To be fair, we only had pigs, so they didn't have a whole lot to.
Okay, Robert Pickton, fucking Jesus.
We had chickens, man. Like you're gonna kill them a lot easier.
I finished the furnace in a used S&M dungeon once.
I don't know.
All I'm going to say is I've sparked up a conversation about fucking dead animals, right?
Yeah.
This is the kind of level you need to get on the kill stream.
So,
that's the kind of fantasy you need.
This might be a stupid question, but is there a difference between an abattoir and a slaughterhouse, or are they just the same thing, just different words?
I don't even know what abattoir is.
Now you're making me look up a word.
Abattoir.
Abattoir. It's basically it's a slaughterhouse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what
the
definition. A slaughterhouse.
It's
a fancy French word.
Did you just look up that word?
Like, I didn't know if there was
I just looked up abattoir and it just says noun, a slaughterhouse.
Did you just look up like a fun
America? It's when I hear stuff like that, like Americans say, "Oh, I've never heard of abattoir." Humanity.
No, you don't get to blame us for this one.
I do. Humanity was a mistake.
Is something we learned from you, Dad.
Yeah. What language do we speak?
Well, I'm sorry. Once you decided to side with the French and be fucking, we want our independence, you lost that. You lost any privilege to Dad.
You guys were trying to get into France's pants, and France was like, "Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna go with the new guy." But we didn't even know what the hell was going on. We were just like, "Okay, hello," and then they just came over, gave us some fucking fun, and then fuck you guys up.
You just accidentally did some high treason. Yeah, cool, good.
Yeah, France.
No, we intentionally did the high treason, but France coming along wasn't our plan.
France is a thought.
Of all of that, right? There was no need to waste all that tea in Boston Harbor. It was just wasteful.
It was shit anyways. It was shit tea.
Look, have you ever tasted Boston Harbor? It's not fucking great.
You've tasted Boston Harbor?
Look, when you piss off Bruins fans...
You've been to Boston?
When you piss off Bruins fans, things happen. You just go with it.
Did you go
Go black and gold.
You know what's fun is I learned this a while ago. Apparently, the people of Boston, their dumbass accent is actually closer to the way the colonists spoke. Than anybody else's accent.
I always heard that it was like our rednecks sound the most like.
So what you're saying is GPS. Great Pirate Solomon is closer to fucking.
You can finish the joke.
It's a very specific type of redneck coat.
I think Zen didn't. I think Zen forgot his punchline halfway through.
He's from Virginia.
I'm Virginian.
Wait, sorry? Virginia, okay.
Yeah, we got Virginia, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Michigan, Florida.
And Michigan. And Florida.
That's not what we're called.
What?
You know what we're called.
America's Australia.
Yeah, Sammy's our diversity hire. He's the Colombian.
Where you called?
All I'm saying is all of the states you've so far named are
we are proud Michigan.
You should fly over and nuke them.
Hey, if anyone wants to come nuke us, like I'm completely fine as long as Mitch McConnell dies.
To be fair, I think you're actually doing humanity a bit more of a favor if you nuke Florida.
Go for Ohio.
Ohio. Kill Ohio.
Bomb New Jersey. We'll slowly kill Amendum.
Oh God! You just said
that's what he wants.
I don't care.
Slowly die. Kevin doesn't know who Amendum is.
I do.
Wait, you do?
I do. I made not only that, he responded to something I said on a random stream once, which I then had to respond to myself.
Here's the thing about
Kevin's a fan from way back.
I didn't fucking even know. I figured Amendum was like the
reason I came into this
part of the internet.
The reason I came into this stream is because I wanted to have a stream with the bitch beard guy.
Yeah. I love it.
Wouldn't that be Ominous Voice, not Matt?
I gotta say,
he created the bitch beard.
Well, Matt's the one who created
the fucking bitch beard.
Let's not take that away from him. You fucking intellectual property rights fucking denying cunt.
Kevin, have you ever heard the song?
The what, sorry?
Yeah.
The bitch beard song?
I have not, no.
Someone made a remix of it.
Hasn't?
Oh, yeah.
But I just love that story. I don't know if it's true or not, but the one you were telling me was that.
Oh no, it's true. Everything
that Matt says is true.
How? When you've got a massive beard, how do you get mistaken for a woman when you've got like a big fuck up?
We haven't seen our women.
He's got nice steps.
He's got a perm.
And that fucking ass.
No, I got like Hank Hill ass.
Also, remember, Matt lives in Virginia. Beards on women, not necessarily a weird
the state that gave us slave raper Jefferson.
By the way,
I would love to have like sex or a relationship or something with a bearded lady. That'd be so cool.
Oh my god, you totally would. Oh,
You know, it'd be great. Like I would.
Yep.
You know how there's the myth of how eagles have sex where they like lock their talons together and they fall from the fucking sky. Do that, but with beards. That'd be cool. Like Voltron our beards together, like while we're doing the no beard shuffle.
I swear to God.
See, Matt, you asked me why I'm still friends with you.
By the way, Kevin, I linked the Bitch Beard song in the chat.
Every so often I have
there you go.
like the Martian wheel of death in my 9/11 cinematic universe.
I still think the Great Antonio is better than that.
I don't think Great Antonio tops that. I think it's definitely in the top 3 though.
That's like one of the best laughs I've ever had in my entire life. Also, the time we made fun of retarded people, and I found out that shit at the end of it.
Didn't go crazy one day?
I haven't actually watched.
It's always been crazy.
Did you go over like how, like before that, Antonio?
We went through his whole history.
Oh, so you went over how he was a strong man, and he was
yeah.
We actually reviewed athlete back in the 20s or whatever the fuck.
We also went over that fucking hilarious story of how like one of his feats of strength was entirely unplanned because he just stopped a bus and was like, "I'm going to pull this bus," even though it was full of people, and the guy's like, "I have a route." And they go to the police, and he's like, "I'm moving the bus," and they're like, "Well, technically, he's not violating a law." So
he's like driving the bus now.
My favorite part is still it's still the giant rocking chair. The giant
that comically sized rocking chair.
The way that Lundy just screams his mind is a cartoon. It's just the most amazing. It's that and your reaction to the realization that he's Matt's like soul.
Yeah,
because
I came up with the idea because we were looking up his death date and it was like way after Matt was born. So I'm like, well, that's not great. But then I remembered Matt telling me that like in his high school he used to give a shit about himself, and then like at some point he stopped. And I'm like, what if it was the day that the Great Antonio died?
That was the day the guidance counselor told me I'd never go to college.
That's
when I got like fucking Highlandered by the fucking Great Antonio.
And then I found a picture of Great Antonio in a car going down the road, and it looked exactly like Matt.
We also went over the fact that that when he got really old, he cut his hair. He braided his hair specifically into a golf club.
Yes, and he kept it throughout most of the
go listen to that episode.
The Great Antonio is one of the greatest.
Don't listen to any other episode. You can just listen to that one.
Yeah, fuck the podcast.
Listen to the episodes where we rip into fucking War Corps.
No, don't listen to that.
No, that's our trash episode.
Yeah, now we
have nothing else.
Now I'm concerned about it since you immediately went the rape fantasy of War Corps.
I didn't say that.
It's also
I glossed over that. We're like, Zen, you have a few rules if we ever actually get War Corps taught to us.
Yeah, you guys.
You're like, oh, what am I not allowed to have rape fantasies or murder fantasies?
You guys weren't.
Wait a minute.
Lundy, Matt, you guys weren't in the call for it, but David was one night. Zen said that he would give money to Brett Keane over Chris Boards.
Wait, what?
If it came between the two of them, you said you would give money to Brett Keane.
If I remember correctly, both of us were hammered.
Yes. Well, I was hammered. I don't know if Zen was, but like
I'd rather give money to neither of them. Like fuck them both. Radical for you bitches.
That was also our realization.
I'm clicking. Give me a second, Sam.
That was also our realization.
Yep, I remember. I saw that. I'm sub to him.
That was also our realization that we needed to apologize to Chris Boards for his comment about Wario being in hell.
I mean, he's not. Well, I mean,
yeah.
How uncomfortable that makes Matt. Matt is made uncomfortable by very few things.
Matt, does it make it worse that Chris Boards is now doing like puppet Steve from Minecraft videos?
It's so sad. Like, I mean, to be fair, Angry Video Game Nerd isn't doing much fucking better either.
No,
now,
he's doing a video with Justin Silverbit, who was a guy who used to do a show with a guy who got busted for child porn last year.
Mansoor, Just look up like fucking the channel awesome fucking document leaks.
Oh god.
Just Control F fucking Jew Wario's name.
By the way, Lundy.
What?
Guess what we're doing in April?
Spoiler alert, child molester.
April?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna guess what.
It'll be a 1-year anniversary of a certain document coming out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So what, are we actually going to try? No. I feel like, no. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to say that we should read it again and actually try and do it seriously this time, and then we're going to end up doing an episode entirely irrelevant to that.
Yes,
that's what's going to end up happening.
That's exactly what I want.
Entire episode will be Jew Wario jokes, and you know that.
Exactly.
Hang on, what document? What? Hang on, what?
Look, Ragadash, I know. I'm sorry, Kevin.
But no, just what document are we referring to?
The channel awesome thing. I don't know if you know about that.
I do not.
Are you familiar with the nostalgia thing?
Know about this? It would be better if we left him in ignorance.
An internet reviewer turned out to be a creep.
Several.
Yeah.
Oh, internet. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
The whole change the channel shit. Everyone's making videos about like fucking 8 months ago.
Yes. Okay, I'm with you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Medical's worst
show you the
series.
Urban Wrestling Federation one day.
And then they fucking and then Channel Awesome responded and ended up doxing the fact that Jew Wario was a fucking creeper who probably molested kids.
It was their fault that came out.
Yeah.
Someone got a hold of it.
Because the people in the document were like, we're not going to mention his name. There's no point to it. And then fucking Channel Awesome's like, oh, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to half blur out his name, even though it's really easy to read his name.
Do you remember Iron Liz, Lundy?
That was one of Linkaro's girlfriends, right?
Yeah, that's Linkaro's girlfriend, who is now a Trump supporter.
And
is she part of the deplorable choir?
Wait.
Yes, she's trans. She's a fan of Kiwi Farbs Josh's show, apparently. Okay. Anyway, she was the one who came on Down the Rabbit Hole stream and basically said she found his phone at I'm pretty sure it was her. She said she found his phone at some shooting that they were doing, and she recognized a number from somebody, and it was listed as "My Slave."
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. I remember.
I'm pretty sure it was her. It might have been it might have been a costume designer. I'm not sure.
What dumb motherfucker has a slave and then puts that in their phone as "My Slave" rather than just choose name?
It's a power play in his own mind. That's how it is.
Dave, just call it Dave.
Yeah, this is Bill.
My slave,
Dave the Slave.
I do know some people in the BDSM community who would disagree on that being its only bad thing.
Yeah. There's that whole 24-hour fucking
play shit.
Lundy, don't you remember?
When Jew Wario did it, it definitely was a power play, and it was creepy.
Yeah.
Lundy, don't you remember BDSM is sexist?
Yeah,
oh yeah, that's right. Apparently, if you're into BDSM, that means that you're a sexist. Because
also, so are cat girls. So says r/socialism.
Oh god damn it! That fucking site, fucking
I'm gonna upload that soon.
Goddamn
recorded
douche nozzles.
You know what? I hate cat girls. They're fucking dumb.
Oh, and there goes.
Do you hate it because of Nekopara?
No, not just because Neko Park. Because anytime I see a cat girl, I'm always like, has the person who made this character never actually owned a cat or seen how cats act? Because cat girls do not act all cat girls should be tsunderes and shit or yanderies.
I've never watched a cat girl lick its own anus in front of the TV while I'm trying to watch the fucking football. That's never happened.
Yeah, that's it too. Cat girls should have they should cough up hairballs and do all the other fucked up gross shit the cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Do.
I've never had to cut sick out of the fur of a cat girl. It's never happened.
Well, of course you never have, because cat girls aren't real, Kevin.
Yeah.
Are they not?
Way to be.
Really?
What about Contra?
Experiments underneath my basement say they are.
Listen, don't start calling Natalie a cat girl, okay? I'm not going to tolerate that sort of nonsense in my presence, sir.
Well, fuck you, Tabby.
We stand Tabby.
Next, you're gonna tell me she's not actually a phrenologist? I've been watching her videos for the wrong reason.
Or a Japanese philosopher.
Yeah.
Fucking Palkia.
God damn, Natalie makes some fucking amazing fucking videos.
I was like,
she is.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Billy Big Bollocks, but I kind of know Natalie.
Yeah, well,
oh damn,
I got friends in high places, motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I still remember Natalie back like way before she was ContraPoints. She's still nicotine.
I remember I did a video.
Oh yeah, Coughlin told her about this.
Called her deliciously androgynous.
Yeah, Coughlin.
Yeah, that was the first one to pick up on it. That was the first one to be like, I'm pretty sure anyone would fuck you.
That has a weird sixth sense about things.
Like honestly, it'd be gay not to have sex with you.
Yeah.
I really hope the one thing that you're wrong about is that Tonka does get the shit beaten out of him. I really hope that you're wrong about that, and he does, because you said he was going to win that fight.
Wait, who?
Is it possible that I hope that both of them get beaten?
No, that's a fair.
I kind of want.
I kind of want that, but I just don't see it as like a realistic thing. Like one of them is going to beat the ever loving shit out of the other.
Okay.
Wait, who's fighting?
All right, sensible
Andy
third
Morse
option
in
then.
Arkansas.
Let's just hope that asteroid destroys the entire building.
Oh, that'll be good too.
Who's fighting?
Andy Worski.
Andy Worski and this
Andy
dumb
Worski and a fake Indian.
Right? Isn't Honky Tonk one of those? He's like the anti-feminist.
It's a cokehead Canadian versus a kind of weird, semi-crippled
Kevin, have you heard
trailer trash kid.
Kevin, have you
Is
heard
Andy
what
still on YouTube?
is calling it?
I think he does.
What was that? Sorry.
Stream.me now.
Have you heard what Worski is calling the fight?
There's something appalling, I'm sure.
Christopher Columbus 2.
That's so fucking bad.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
well, that's bizarrely, that's less racist than I would hoped it was.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting the N-word to pop up at least twice.
He was doing a stream earlier, was talking about it, and also a lot of people in the chat were like,
"Oh, you don't realize, Kevin,
Tonka right now," and then that's just fucking up.
If all of the Andy Worski diehard fans use their special Andy Worski decoder rings and special code, like the entire title is just an anagram that just says the N-word over and over again.
Oh shit!
It's like fucking. It's like Christmas Story and buy more Ovaltine.
I will say, if it is
Speaking of which, hold on.
You gotta give them a little bit of credit. They actually are gonna get in the cage.
But Tonka's been trying for a long time to try to like avoid it, and now it's actually
okay. Well, if they're gonna get in the cage, can we lift that cage up and put it in the sea?
I'd be up for that.
No, I don't want it in the sea necessarily. Well,
don't contaminate the ocean.
I want it to be lifted above an actual like giant vat that has a bunch of sharks in it. Like that's
or just go full James Bond over a fucking volcano.
No, you guys aren't working this correctly. You got to go with old school. You have someone from Lefty Tube come with a chair after all whole thing's over and just destroy everybody.
H Bomber guy just runs in.
Evan.
You know what, Damon and Sammy, you'll get this fucking joke, but like we'll go fucking WCW on them. Fucking
and then it goes
Southern on a pole.
But then it goes surreal, where H Bomber guy starts fighting himself, but as Davis Orini character.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
I'd pay to see that.
H Bomber guy runs an interference by coming in dressed as Sonic. And then just...
By the way, H Bomber guy,
somebody tosses H Bomber guy a fucking.
When are we getting the fucking Matt Pat video?
Holy shit! He's working on the Matt Pat video.
Yeah, he is apparently.
He said a long time ago he was.
He mentioned it like 2 years ago, and I latched onto it because it's like I hate Matt Pat. I want to see this video.
Matt, he's still.
To be fair, it's actually better if he waited because there's so much that's come about since then.
Matt, he's still working on his
Toby Fox.
Yeah, that shit was insane. When you do some shit that's fucked up enough that Toby Fox actually was just like, come on, man.
Yeah, like how do you fuck up that bad?
I think my favorite.
This is just our policies, but we review our policies.
I literally lost my breath when I found out about it. I was like, "Oh my god, Toby Fox agrees with me on this."
Toby Fox is the guy behind Undertale, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I still think my favorite
when
part.
I heard about it, I thought, "Wow, Matt must be jerking off right now."
Seriously,
Yeah.
he did.
I'm pretty sure Matt did jerk off.
Matt
like,
came
at
in his
that
own
moment.
beard.
No, it wasn't like when Brett King. It wasn't like to the fucking
When
delight
Happy
of
died.
fucking shade and fraud and fucking when like Brett King cried to Pat Condell in that video. I literally fucking masturbated to that fucking video.
You masturbated and came in your own beard. That's what you did.
Always.
My favorite.
That might be the hardest I've ever come like through masturbation. It was
from hate,
so
pure hate and schadenfreude.
Yeah, just pure fucking hated all the anger of just like, yes, Brett, I did this. I did this to you.
How close was it when Happy Cabby died?
Relief.
That was just, it's over, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I imagine there wasn't masturbation. It was just an automatic ejection into the boxer shorts, and then.
No, it was just like it was like an opium hit. It just really.
Yeah.
It's like all that shit on your shoulders just lifted right off.
My favorite part of the whole Matt Pat saga that's been going on is still the fact that Scott behind Five Nights at Freddy's like trolled the fuck out of him for like 3 years.
Yeah.
By being like, "Oh, I'm adding more lore, Matt. What do you think about this?" And it's just like, "Oh yeah, no."
I like to think that like at this point, all the Five Nights at Freddy lore is just to fuck with Matt Pat.
There's just a letter in all of the ones after he reviewed that just says "fuck you, Matt Pat" in all of them when you line them up.
So I dropped out for a little bit. Have we gone over Matt's fantasy about getting a wish granting genie? And
sexual assault.
Well, right now we're talking about how hard Matt masturbated to King crying to Pat Condell.
But let's go into specifics on the sexual assault genie. The origin of it was who would be the next celebrity to get Me Too'd.
If I said if like John C. Reilly got
John
like
C. Reilly.
that would like legitimately break my heart.
Yeah, like Matt wasn't really affected by anybody who ended up getting outed by Me Too, but he's like, I'll tell you what, John C. Reilly does. And then we were like, and then somehow the concept of a genie came up.
Not Steve Brule. No,
John C. Reilly can suck all of my dicks.
Why don't you like John C. Reilly?
He would do it with a smile because he's a good person.
Yeah.
Dude, have you never seen Chicago? His role in Chicago. It's
you might have seen that fucking shitty Sherlock trailer that's supposed to be with him.
Yeah, as a fan of the home.
Oh fuck! Isn't he doing?
But what about fuck? What's
he
the
slipped a pinky up Sherlock's bumhole, frankly. It's not.
To be fair, you guys aren't doing that great with Sherlock either.
Yeah, to be fair, like Britain has not had a good history of adapting Sherlock all that well.
Yeah, just look at
not in film. In TV, we've done pretty well, I think.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree on that one too.
Stephen Moffat is a hack.
How well do you know about?
Oh no, the modern the modern ones. No, I'm talking about like Jeremy Brett and Basil Rathbone and
I mean, if you want to go old school with it, sure.
If you want to pull a
most
doctor,
British names I've ever heard.
But then again, we also made the Sherlock movie, which wasn't terrible.
It was. No, it fucking was. No, an abomination.
Fuck off,
Lundy, I'm
Kevin.
gonna be straight with you. I fell asleep halfway through that fucking thing.
Yeah, but Damon, you fall asleep if something isn't exploding every 5 seconds, so I'm not surprised.
Okay.
You get entertained.
I'm not saying I wanted the British government to declare war on America for that movie, but I'm not saying I didn't.
Well, that's fine because we beat you when we were just like 12 farmers drunk in a field. So I'm pretty sure we'd probably destroy you now.
I mean, we'd
outwit you. We'd get your nuclear codes with charm and wit.
I mean,
and then what would you do with them?
You could probably get the nuclear codes from Trump with a card trick right now. So
when you guys released that movie, Fat Slags, we were one to do the same thing because how dare you, appropriate our redneck culture.
Oh, don't talk about Matt like that. That's out of order.
Man, that's all of us. We're all fucking Southern hicks in here for the most part.
Everybody who says
well, frankly, the poshest, the most posh American is redneck to us. I mean, it just is.
Oh God,
you can't be a well-to-do American.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, look, your rich people are like Donald Trump, utter scum. Jesus,
that's true.
One word. I'll give you three
also
words
South
by
Africa
that backfires.
too.
Sargon of Akkad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he is white trash. Yeah.
But he doesn't sound it to us, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't sound it to me either, but he is. I mean, look at him. He's the human equivalent of eating baked beans cold out of the tin.
Speaking of Sargon and trash.
He is trash. Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why he's fucking up so much. He is a white trash person who somehow stumbled into fame.
I have a random question about Britain real quick. Are chavs still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. And
Isn't it just a region?
They've gotten less genetically complex.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with everyone in here right now. When I said Sargon and trash, I was gonna go for the miscarriage joke, but like,
it's been done to death, Goat. It's been done to death.
Oh, jeez, Christ!
Matt dragged that shit out. If you listen to our podcast, Matt dragged that shit for like 30 minutes.
Oh, see, no, I think that's beyond the pale. Like, I'll rip into the guy from being utter garbage.
Oh yeah, that's me usually. I was going for like.
That's horrific. That's horrific.
That's America for you. We don't.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, we did 2 hours on Comrade Tumor.
That is true.
Comrade Tumor.
Yeah,
that's a reference to
John McCain.
John McCain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the day John McCain died. I got on fucking Voice with these guys, and that's just like Lundy. Comrade Tumor has finished his mission.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen,
I mean, he was garbage too. So I mean,
I am like the guy again. I'm the guy with like a fucking 20 gigabyte folder of fucking 9/11 memes.
9/11. Speaking of which, hold on. That same night, we got into a fight with another friend of ours who's British, but he tends to lean very right. And he was, he was defending McCain because a lot of people were, what the fuck were they doing? They're doing a certain joke.
We were posting memes and like making fun of him.
Yeah, they were making fun of him and his role in Vietnam.
Like if John McCain wore pants, how would he wear them? And it's the fucking coffin.
No, mine was just a picture. Mine was just a picture of John McCain, and then there's like a little Vietnamese guy.
Oh, my favorite! I think it was Mansour. I am 100%. I stole this from you, but like, it was how many U.S. servicemen does it take to take out the trash? And it's like 7 apparently. It's just a picture of the fucking of the pallbearers.
Morally reprehensible humor. I love it.
Yeah, we're awful people.
Oh, I had a lot of people fucking get mad at me in the fucking Destiny Discord for posting that.
That's the difference. That's the difference between like people like us and people like the kill stream though. Like they'll say like it's fucking offensive humor and then like be cowards about it and pretend like no, it's I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't go too far. What are you talking about? We'll legit be like, haha, we're fucked up.
Well, it's like, either that or they just wait for
that is not at me defending it. Well, no, that's just me being like, yeah, I'm fucked up.
Lundy, Lundy, you're wrong.
None of us ever should have any sort of power.
Remember when I fucking...
I don't know. Puppy Senate would be pretty cool. You have to admit, Eamon. The
puppy
Matt,
Senate
you would also
is
make
one
it
of
legal
your
for
better
somebody
ideas.
to be purchased and hunted if that's what their fucking death wish was.
Also, Lundy, you are wrong on the fact that like there is another part of the kill stream where it's not funny until Medicare comes on and laughs at it, and then Ralph has to giggle like a fucking rugrat.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fuck.
There's also that aspect.
Shit. I love how much
I'm trying to remember.
Ralph's a pussy.
Dick. It's so fucking great.
Yeah, because he's one of the only reasons he has a show that's popular.
It's not just that. It's just eventually something's going to come out, and Ralph is like, and Medicare is going to turn on Ralph because he always does. Like that's the one constant about Medicare is that he's going to burn bridges with everybody he'll
piss him off, and then like Jim's going to turn around and like start talking about the rumors that Josh from Kiwi.
He's very much like Oni in that regard.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said he's very much like Oni in that regard.
Yeah.
So.
You just brought the entire thing to a screeching halt.
Yep.
We were having fun making fun of horrible things that were unfortunate that happened to people. And you just had to drive us around by mentioning Oni NG and his shitty Let's Play channel.
Speaking of shitty Let's Play channels,
I
Matt.
didn't mention his shitty Let's Play channel.
Let's talk about Nick.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
Oh god!
What were you gonna say, Lundy?
I was saying, speaking of shitty Let's Play channels, and then I turned to Matt because I was making a joke about his Let's Play channel.
Yeah.
But then fucking Zen was like, speaking of shitty Let's Play channels, Nick, like.
Well, I was going to do another. I was
going to actually put some fucking effort into his.
Yeah, Lundy, I was going to go another route, but
you know the worst part is he's the only fucking Patreon I have, and I still say
you treat him like shit.
Yeah, he's such a douche.
He could stop it. He just doesn't.
Let's be honest. He's probably forgotten about it.
Probably.
He's given Zen $200 since then too.
No,
to fix his fucking car.
Oh yeah.
I gave you $300, by the way, bitch.
I know. We're just looking to get a. We're looking for a.
By the way, here's my video. Here's my video suggestion. You have to make a video defending the Holocaust for an hour.
Or War Corpse for 2 hours.
You have to talk about why Hitler's a worse person than War Corpse. And you can't be
ironic. 30-minute presentation on how Brett Keane is the savior of mankind.
You have to talk about how you want to.
You have to do an entire doctoral dissertation on why Mendham's philosophy is correct.
You have to make.
That means I would have to watch Mendham videos. Shit.
You have to make an hour-long documentary where you go to Happy Cabby's grave and put flowers.
Don't require me to go.
No. You have to do a marathon of Wild Bill videos and praise him the entire time.
Yeah.
Wild Bill even stole a thing.
Yeah, he's still around.
Is he? I'm gonna look.
Oh my god, what is he saying since Trump? Oh my god, what's he talking? Is he talking about? Is he defending?
What the fuck do you think he's?
Of course, he probably does. He's Wild Bill.
He's defending the wall, isn't he?
Were those real?
With the QAnon guy.
He looks so much worse now.
I have to look him up now.
Yeah, he looks even worse.
It's because
were those real demands or?
Holy shit!
look at his video, The Curse of Soros, and look at his fucking setup. It's one of my favorite fucking things.
Good. Are those real requests? Because I'll do them.
Yeah, do it. I gave you $300. Do it.
He's gone really fucking Christian.
Defend the Holocaust for an hour.
I was checking out his video catalog, and I saw a video of him like sitting with like a mug, and like there's a fucking Stalin picture next to him, and it said "investigating patriotism." And I swear to God, I thought for a second, like my mind fucked me, and I thought it said "investigating Pokemon" with the Stalin picture, and I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Well, don't leave out the other one that's Child Protective Services, and the picture says "legally kidnapped."
Yeah.
Somebody's had it.
Fucking Wild Bill would have made a video.
Somebody had a problem with his ex-wife.
Holy shit. Of course he has a video defending.
I refuse to believe anybody fucked Wild Bill.
No. He has a wife.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure he has.
They sleep in separate beds.
Probably.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
It's the Christian way thing to do.
Considered a wife, to be honest. But.
Yeah. They sleep in separate beds, and the most contact they ever have is when they shake hands after dinner.
And he's not allowed to be within 200 feet of her at any time.
My favorite video thing in his library is there's one from like a month ago that's just called Lesbo Attack. And he's standing there like power stance in front of the fucking camera with his hand up like he's gonna say, "Look."
I like the idea of lesbians attack. That's got to be a movie. I hold on.
Yeah, there's definitely a porno called Lesbians Attack. I'm sure though,
or at least an exploitation film.
Yeah.
like Dark Town Strutters or whatever the fuck.
When lesbians attack. Well, there's a YouTube video. Oh, okay. It's one of those cringe compilation videos. Gotcha. Well, goddamn it.
This compilation really weird.
My favorite one is still my favorite video.
Who the fuck subscribes to those weird compilation things?
I have no fucking idea. That's fucking like who's entertained by that shit? It's so fucking dumb.
I've ever seen. My favorite
16-year-olds.
My favorite video I've ever seen in one of those compilations was it was in a feminist get owned compilation. It was a video of a woman yelling at the black Israelites, and then they fucking shove her to the ground, and that was supposed to be like a
I don't think that's a bit of a backfire right there. The black Israelites, the same people who were basically like, listen, the only way that you're going to escape being enslaved when we take power is if you bend down and kiss our feet right now.
And even that won't save you. You're going to slavery.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, let's support those guys.
I'm still on.
To be fair, the MGTOWs probably love those motherfuckers.
I want to say, between the two groups, I'm still on Team Hotep.
Well, at least Hotep is just a bunch of fucking woo-woo bullshit.
Hotep is fun.
They're starting to make alliances with the MRAs.
Yeah,
well, I'm not too terribly surprised, but at the same time, the Hoteps are kind of like weird in the sense that they believe their women to be like queens, but at the same time, they should be like silent queens.
Yeah, obedience and all that.
Like they're never allowed to talk. They're never allowed to fucking have a job. They're just supposed to sit there and be pretty. And also, periods aren't real.
So
just blading every month or what?
Well, no. Apparently, periods, like PMSing itself, is a lie by the white man to enslave black people to the white line of thinking.
Don't forget about melanin.
I think there are way better ways for us to do that.
My favorite.
How would you enslave the black people to your way of thinking, Damon? Since you seem to be an expert in this.
Seeing as I've been posed this question, I suppose I should have a thought. But
listen, Damon has to wait until.
You seem like you put a lot of thought into this.
I mean, let's be clear. White people as a whole have put a lot of thought in this over the years.
Damon,
give us your Demon 2020 platform. Where you go?
Yeah, that's the thing. He has to wait until Trump gets his second term so he can make sure that he's got his cabinet seats secured.
Yeah, I gotta keep Trump in for 4 more years. Get more judges in. Then I usurp him, cut his head off in front, and take control of the country.
And then you have to fuck the body to show your dominance.
And then we're gonna get a visit from the Secret Service.
Show your dominance to Mike Pence. Then he calls you mother.
You don't have to do. Yeah. No, he's gonna call me daddy after what I'm doing.
He's gonna call you father.
Yeah, it's like a prison bitch thing. As soon as you kill Trump, you own Pence. Then
he goes over to Trump's body and
step
gets
up into his face. Yeah, give him a firm handshake, and then just go up closer to him and get a little homoerotic. That's what's going to screw his head up.
Cradle his sack. Absolutely.
Mike Pence goes over.
As reprehensible and terrible as Mike Pence is on sort of a low key level. At the same time, I've never been more entertained by a vice president than when I saw him just sitting during that fucking meeting.
Yes.
just sitting there looking scared out of his fucking mind.
Have you ever seen a person who least wants to be in a place ever? Look, he's so
that would be
so uncomfortable.
That would be Steve Bannon in Saudi Arabia.
In the words of Ethan Marrow, just sitting there looking like he's thinking about fucking horses.
That's one of my favorite videos of all time. Just the way he looks at the sword dancers, it just pisses his pants.
Oh shit! I didn't even laugh that hard when fucking Biden was running around with a fucking LGBT flag as if he gives a shit.
What was that one quote he was saying during the 2008 campaign? Didn't he say something at one point like they're gonna put you in chains or something like that?
I can't remember. Are you talking about Biden?
Yeah. I misremembered. I misremembered that when
thoughtful and stupid he'd say because
when I was a kid and I was really dumb and I was a McCain supporter in middle school, I thought that he was talking about the Democrats, and I was like, "Look, he's admitting it right there." Yeah, I used that as like propaganda in middle school to tell everyone.
Jesus Christ, Code.
I literally.
So you were a McCain supporter. You were a brony. What weren't you? That was like. So you were essentially a culmination of Reddit.com.
I'll tell you one thing.
I was on the Bush re-election campaign.
I was never.
Well, can I just say, I might be one of the only people here who hasn't supported a fascist piece of garbage. Then, so that's
well,
good.
fuck.
It's kind of you weren't born here. It's kind of hard.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I want to, I can support any fascist from anywhere.
Yeah, he
if
can
I
get a
want
Trump
to.
hat. He just has to order
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna find out. Kevin has a lot of books from Oswald Mosley.
He's just got an entire like pin-up poster of Margaret Thatcher up somewhere in his apartment.
It's right next to his poster of Nigel Farage.
Yes, Maggie.
He has an action.
No,
he has action
poster
figures
of
and he's
Nigel
dressed up as
Farage.
both
I
of
have
them, and
him.
he
I
has
have him
them
tied
fuck.
up in a cupboard.
Yeah, he's right next to Tommy Robinson.
Yeah. Kevin has
very
like old action figures, and he like
What do
dresses
you
them up
feed
as
him?
them, and then just has them fuck.
So Kevin, what do you feed him?
See, now if there was a porno with Nigel Farage fucking Tommy Robinson, I'd watch it.
I bet you.
You'd have to watch
Yeah,
that.
sure.
There's that Brexit porno.
Yeah, there is actually.
Oh,
There was a
God,
Brexit
right.
porno.
It's called Brexit with 3 X's.
Of course.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not enjoyable whatsoever.
See, I thought it was one of those parody
So
pornos
much like real life. Then it was actually quite a realistic.
Isn't there like that one like gay porn actor who like intentionally makes like fucking like parody videos of like any dumb political thing going on?
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Chuck Tingle and his books?
I think I am.
Are you talking about Billy?
Chuck Tingle and Pounded in the Butt by Brexit or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about.
There's also I
Chuck
got
Tingle's a goddamn national treasure, and I will hear no ill will spoken of
then
him.
there was the government shut
Well,
down
also,
my
if there's a
asshole.
gay bloke doing parodies of politics, he's got to make a movie called Make America Gape Again. Definitely.
I think that's
That-
already been. That's
I'm
actually
pretty sure that's a thing.
actually a line in Brexit. I'm not even joking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly.
I thought I came up then with something so disgusting. They won't actually use that.
Yeah.
Maybe they did.
It's the porn industry, dude.
I'm getting all my
It's not even the porn industry. It's just porn as a concept.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you
wait,
can't get around it.
I mean,
You've never seen Japanese porn.
I was gonna say there was a SpongeBob.
It's fucking
There's
zen.
No, I'm not a fucking pervert.
fucking step family porn going on right
There,
now.
there are
Okay, first
few-
off, Kevin, I don't appreciate you lying to everybody's face by saying you're not a pervert. All right, we're gonna dispel that right now. Sorry.
No, I'm not as much of a pervert to watch Japanese pornography. That's
yeah,
that's
he's
standard.
he's a good Christian man and watches.
But it's
SpongeBob
censored.
porn.
How can it be bad?
Kevin gets turned
Yeah,
on when he
that's
sees
fair.
those pictures of like fucking Lois and Peter Griffin from Family Guy, but like they're fucking, and then there's like a little click here, and you'll come in 5
Yeah,
seconds.
no, not
Oh my
even.
God.
Yeah, not even.
Why would he want
themselves,
that?
Just the ads.
Why would he want that when he could do the live action
Remember-
porn of it?
Remember when I was spamming the NSFW chat on the fucking Discord?
That time you were a cunt? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
With all the-
the whole reason we had to fucking get rid of the original.
When you literally gave me nightmares for like 2 nights when you showed me that.
Yeah, we
picture of
remember
that.
when you weaponized the not safe for work
When
threat.
you were like, hey, go.
It wasn't just Zen. It wasn't just Zen. The whole blame can't go on him. Jemshin
was
was
also
also a
Jemshin.
fucking huge part of
I was,
that.
hey, I was
Jen
throwing
is
some
by
weird
Randall.
Japanese thing with octopuses. All right, so
You also posted a picture of Daisy being cut up and served for dinner by toads. That's what you feel like a good person.
Yeah, fucking listen to Kevin. He's fucking speechless at this shit. That was our reaction.
Idea about the horrors of our NSFW room.
I mean, to be fair, Jemshin was like posting Nazi tales and like fucking creepypasta monsters in diapers with Sesame Street characters on them.
I think Jemshin was also the one that gave us shit nipples.
No, that was
Yeah.
you. That was actually you.
Oh,
No,
wait,
that
Dick
wasn't me.
Nipples? That's,
Yes, it
that's
was. You
not
posted it because you said, "Why isn't it in here if we're doing all the horrible shit?"
It's time for shitting dick nipples.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I might have.
I
Yeah,
know
Nick,
that one. I remember that.
Nick tried to save it by posting normal porn, and then he just got fucking.
Yeah, he just got
Nick always
drowned
tries
out.
to save it with normal porn, and that's not what.
That's because Nick's the most vanilla person in our Discord.
That's my.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't
my
I fucking-
favorite.
didn't I weaponize another Discord's NSFW too?
Yeah, and both of them got deleted in the same night because Nick was drunk and didn't want to deal with it.
No, I thought it was. I thought I did that in the Destiny Discord too. I think.
No, you just posted like real life tentacle shit until they said you were being creepy.
That's a big thing coming from the Destiny.
Great, now
Discord.
I scared off Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
I scared him off.
There goes the most popular person in this entire fucking
by far.
No, our clout.
Yeah. Just show the podcast to him.
No, don't do that. He'll hate us forever.
Everyone go check out the GoPen podcast. Linked below, I'm pretty sure.
Linked below, banned in several countries, probably.
Actually, no, Damon, we had a viewer in Saudi Arabia.
Wow. Should I start saying things to get them?
It's one of the fucking Kishkagi Kellogg's. I don't know how to say his name.
That person was most likely put to death.
Freedom for the Kurds.
Yeah. We probably got a Kurd too. Let me check. Actually, it's in.
But do we have Way?
It's in the other server. Let me check.
Matt, I understood that. I got it. It's still horrible.
I know.
All right, so go. Are you forcing me to do that video you requested?
Yeah, do it.
Yes, he's forcing you to do it.
Yes,
damn
do
it.
I only did
basically Cody's your dom right now.
Yeah, which
one though? Because you gave like 5 million suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at like being like, hey, I'm only going to do an hour-long thing, and then it's been like 3 hours.
I'm looking at it's only been 2. I'm looking at like the
That's it. I'm pretty sure I started at like 5:30.
Let me see here.
That time is an illusion for you.
Argentina, we got one in Argentina, one in Korea, we got one in Malaysia, the Dominican Republic, Japan, New Zealand, Vietnam.
To be fair, those could all be VPNs.
So. Vietnam's one's probably from Comrade Tumor.
Yeah, that's from his family. His family giving their condolences. They're giving condolences to us for a shitty podcast. We did not want our son to be remembered this way.
Your son was a hero. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. Please follow.
Please like, comment, follow, subscribe.
Check out our web zone.
Check out our GeoCities page.
My Angel
Fire.
Matt, at any time you could literally end the stream while we're doing this. This could be a segment.
Check out my Zanga. It's all about
Patreon.com/ResonatorZen.
SoundCloud.com/
Anybody else want to give it plugs? Lundy, do you do anything worth plugging anymore?
Fiverr.com/BigLundi.
No, do not. I haven't checked that in.
Do you want to fucking like poster grinder or something?
CuriousCat.com/goat.
Cat life.
Yeah, I mean, I told you.
Here's the thing.
I told you not to mention that, Damon.
Hey, you gotta get it out there sometime. I've seen your revenue; it's dipping.
Yeah.
You gotta get that Hitachi.
Everybody, go check out Cumtown.
God damn it!
No.
Patreon.com/ResonatorZen.
They don't need promotion.
Fine on their own.
Oh yeah, everyone. This is a serious one. Go support Mumpkey Jones on Twitch. He got his channel taken by YouTube for bullshit reasons like a couple months ago.
Okay.
Because apparently you can't make videos making fun of Elliot Rodger anymore.
Dead horse and all that.
I cannot sign on to this movement as I don't know what it is.
He made fun of Elliot Rodger in a video and it got flagged.
I mean...
He's making fun of Elliot Rodger. He's not supporting him.
I know that, but still. Okay, this is a discussion for a different time. Go support. I don't give a shit. You can support him if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Support me on Patreon, goddammit. I need the money.
Yeah, I expect that video by the end of the week.
See, I'm ending this now.
So, but like, which one?
Bye, everybody.
All of them.
We're probably gonna go continue.
I don't fucking remember. Fuck you.
I'll list them all in the Discord. Go check out